Hey yo, it's me! It's your boy with the fun. It's Calypso! Ladies and gentlemen, oh my god, have I missed you guys? What has it been? 6 months? Probably a little more than, but it doesn't matter. All that actually matters now is the fact that we're back. It is preseason time for the NFL. Well, in college, wow, we'll get to that later. But welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first time we started this last year. This is Old School Fat Man right next to me. Say hi, Old School. How you doing? Hell yes. One of the exciting things is last year, Old School Fat Man and I, we got together in a nice little MFL league, and we are working on year two. This time we're not the rookies, and we actually want to take you through what's been happening over the summer. Before we jump too far into it, it's Frozen. Frozen Fun Sword. I have no idea why you got blocked on that one. But we'll figure it out. Why did you get blocked? That's crazy. I don't even see any reason. Oh, I forgot my pen. We got to take that off. Oh, that's still up there. That. Oh, too many caps. Got you. Yeah, I got to work on that. Anyway, here we go. Let's get into it. Old School Fat Man and I, we got a lot to come into. We've got a bunch of trades that are going into the season, and honestly, this one got off with a bang. As soon as trade season opened up this year, bam, I hit 1, 2, 3 trades right out of the gate. How did we end last year? Old School Fat Man, did you win your division last year? Uh, I know. It was actually bad. We really both thought he was going to win his division. What killed him, let's just be honest, Jaden Daniels, right? Well, and the second thing that kind of hurt you was your kicker. That's true. So that was his little weakness. No Fat Man audio. Oh, thanks for letting me know. Give me a moment. Let me see what's going on. I appreciate you letting me know. Look at that. So I've got the audio, but your audio is not coming on stream. Give me a moment. Let me see what's happening. All right. We got some Discord coming through. Fat Man, come on, say something. I can hear you. Let's see if I can get you on the stream. 100%. Frozen, let me know if you can hear him now, would you? I appreciate you. Thank you kindly. So for those of you that didn't hear Old School Fat Man, we're gonna work on this, make sure I get this running, but negatory. Oh, well, then I'm gonna stop for a moment and we're gonna fix it. It's nothing you're doing, it's me. Don't worry about it, Old School, you're fine. Something in my setup is not picking up your audio. I mean, I can hear everything just fine, but it's not coming through for whatever the reason. I'm going to try something real quick. Hold up. I'm going to try something. Let's go.
Notebook, paper, and go.
Old School Fat Man. I don't know if you should use paper. Try it one more time. What do you got?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I can hear me on your screen.
Now, what you might have to do, the problem that we're going to run into real quick is we're going to run into an issue with your, yeah, there's an echo on his. Do you by chance have any type of headphones right now? Earbuds, anything? Take your time, no worries. That should be the reason why the echo is, but I'm also going to look on a couple things on my end.
Hey, why did you hand me my earbuds? I think they're everywhere.
All right, can we hear you? Check, check. Frozen. Oh, Old School disappeared. All right, well, give us a moment. We'll see. We'll see if we can't get that all taken care of. In the meantime, Frozen, what you up to? How you been? It is just for those that don't know, man, it is late here, or I guess you could say early. It is it's a bit early for us to be doing a podcast. But since this is the first one, we want to make sure that we keep testing everything. Building some MTG decks. That's interesting that you're doing that. We at the Calypso's Lounge over at the TRT, there are several people that have Magic the Gathering, lots of cards. They actually play from time to time. The other thing that we're working on is we're actually trying to host a Magic the Gathering tournament at TRT. Yep. Old School is going to be back in a few minutes. He's working on his headset. We're going to see if he can't get rid of those echoes. You'll get him back here in just a moment. Yeah, it's going to be awesome to try to get that. I know everyone's they were a little shocked when they said that I was going to do it. You know, when I was a tournament director, I never really could get into commanders.
They are turned on. They are.
Yeah, I still hear you. But anyway, I never got into commanders. I don't know why.
Okay, what about now?
I hear you. I hear you. For everybody that's
I got the
here,
air.
appreciate you. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. I can just hear me going wall.
Dang it. Okay, so that means something's coming through stuff.
Oh.
How about now? Oh,
I'm wondering.
the variety of it is nice. I just there's something about the
Okay, now I should. Ha. No. Damn.
He's still working on. No, I think it was.
I just turned my speaker. I turned my speaker volume down on the other device.
Well, that would definitely help.
So I did that, but it's still picking up.
Well, it's still going to pick it up. What's going to happen is you probably have two speakers running, which makes sense. You have a mic, or sorry, you have a mic on one computer, you have a camera on the other. Both speakers or both mics are probably getting you. Then on top of
so
it,
I turned off. Yeah. Turned off the speaker. Let me do this. That okay? That'll probably do it.
All right. Did you hear yourself?
Sure didn't.
No. Okay.
I still hear myself.
We'll keep testing.
And I don't know why.
The interesting part is none of your audio should be coming through the stream because I've turned it all off.
That's so crazy.
Like legit in my mixer, none of your audio should be coming through.
That's just nuts, dude. Do I have anything else on anywhere here? No.
Let me see. Let me check. Nope, I don't want to ignore you. Oh, I wonder if I can do this. I'll try to do something a little bit different. This shouldn't work, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'm also curious if I might have the collab set up incorrectly, so that's what I'm checking.
Yeah, frozen. That's what I thought it was. I turned off the speaker on the other device. It's still doing it.
Say something for me, Old School.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Did you echo?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me try something, Chase.
Yep. Any better?
No, I turned off the mic just to see.
Yeah.
I think what it is coming through the AirPod. I don't know, because I was just on AirPods trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
thinking that it would work, but it's not. Wait, how about now?
As you say, asking me doesn't do. I don't hear any echo.
Well, because I can hear myself.
Well, he is
I just
now.
muted me on.
Hold up. He is now. He wasn't before, and he was echoing. I changed it. Give me a moment. I'll change it back. Try now. Did you hear yourself? Yeah, 100%. So I don't know why it didn't pick up the first time, but at least it picked it up this time. I'll take that. Hey. Oh, I was telling you the same thing. That's why we were doing that right before we went live. So, Frozen, how do you hear things? Oh, no. Keep talking old school so he can hear you. See, that's where it was. Okay, that's why we changed. I'm guessing, Frozen, you did not hear him. Any better now? Frozen, does that mean correct? You still can't hear him? I forget the question I asked. No audio still. Thank you. I mean, it might be a little teapot. That's funny. Yeah, my Discord should be coming through. How about now? Keep talking. All right. Frozen, how's he? It's still nothing? I lost my viewer, but that's okay. I'll get him back. All right, let me try this. Oh, let's not do that. Let's not do that. That's not nice. That's not nice. Don't do that. Dude, that hurt me. That was not supposed to go that way. La 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 la. This. Oh, welcome back. All right, keep talking. Frozen. How about now? I mean, what I know. Frozen has no idea what I'm laughing at because he can't hear you. But it's funny as hell. All right, keep going. All right, what else? See, that's what I do all the time. I am, yes, I am capturing his Discord audio. Yeah, because all my Discord runs through it. Okay. He was doing a brand read, so yeah. It ain't gonna hurt. Nope. Guess we find out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to change this slightly. See, that puts. Okay. Frozen, he's still talking, just so you know. He just said something, Frozen. What do you mean? Oh, okay. I didn't even hear anything. I didn't even hear anything, so I'm not even sure. Hold on, I'm running through my system, trying to remember how I have it hooked up. Oh, la, 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 la. Yeah, he loves this. That's why he loves helping us. Okay. You mean like saying it or just messing it up? I guess, yeah. Calypso God. So yeah, I'm checking my audio tracks now. Actually, funny you should mention that. What's too bad? Check, check. Oh, I think I got you. Keep talking. No, it doesn't seem like it. I'm pretty sure my Discord. Give me a moment. Audio settings. I actually don't think it's my Discord problem. I think my stream is not pulling the correct audio yet. That's what I believe is happening. That is what I believe to be happening. I hope you can hear him sing Frozen, because if not, you're missing it, man. Yeah. Hold on, I think I might have found it. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Check, check, keep talking. Nothing? Okay, hold on. Dude, you got just keep talking, you're fine. That's freaking funny. That's freaking funny. He is not reciting Shakespeare, although it's close. He's talking about how good looking he is. Dude, I'm getting a. Oh my. Why not? Uh, I don't think so. Tell me your joke. You did tell me that one. Yes, you did tell me that one. By the way, for those of you that want to hear his joke, I'm going to go ahead and tell you because this is Calypso After Hours, and I really don't care anyway. Cancel me. The one viewer I currently have on here. Uh, he said, "Oh wait, say it one more time, old school." Oh, there is only one thing that beats a woman with a great voice, and that's Chris Brown. It's funny. I'm not saying it's appropriate, just thinking it's funny. Well, yeah. Right now it's probably because okay, yeah, just yeah. Don't mind me. I'm just having cramps from laughing. Really, that's what's funny. Oh, I bet you I can go right there. No, I'm checking my. I want you to go right there. Hey, Spider's back. Spider, we're trying to fix the audio. We can't hear old school Fat Man, so we're trying to fix that. Frozen, can you hear him singing by chance? I'm gonna guess you can't hear him singing. Nope. Okay. That is so sad. You're missing out. Old school Fat Man. No, it's not. It is not. Oh, I'm so uncomfortable right now. Oh, I gotta stand up. Okay. Killing me. Okay. So I need to take my audio and Streamlabs and let's make sure that we put that there. All right, old school top. Oh, that's really specific. All right, Frozen, I take it you still cannot hear him. All right, old school, keep talking. All right, so no one can hear you steal. One, no, 100% it's me. Yeah, I have you going through the wrong one. I'm almost positive. I'm almost positive. No, 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 no. I'm checking my stuff right now. I'm telling you it's me. Stop worrying. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna go Almost froze my system. That would have been bad. All right, so let's go to Discord. Discord should be. Where are you?
Five days early. His name's suddenly.
The best part's going to be if they actually heard that for a change, because I just switched something.
That's a great joke, too.
Yeah, they actually caught that one.
I am hearing me repeating, but whatever.
Okay, so the good news is I had your Discord wrong. That's why they weren't getting your audio. We can still fix that. Just we got to play with it. We will get this.
Okay.
It means that now you are picking me, or you're picking me up twice.
Okay. I'm actually picking you up through your head, your mic.
Well, the only mic that I have going is my one mic. My headset is just a headset.
Okay. Dude, I was watching the Univision. There was a magician.
Yep.
He said he was going to disappear on the count of three. He went, uno, dos. Disappeared without a trace.
That's horrible. That was horrible. That was horrible.
Oh, that's funny.
Now, I believe. See, Frozen agrees. That was terrible.
Oh, that was a good joke.
Now I believe I actually have your audio track set up wrong. I think while I was trying to fix it, I screwed up your audio track.
Okay. Well, I'm just here, man.
Nope, you're doing
I'll just
great.
keep telling jokes.
Please do keep telling jokes, because now they can hear you.
See, now I feel bad. What do a Labrador and a nearsighted gynecologist have in common? Let's see if they can guess it.
Say it one more time.
What do a Labrador and a nearsighted gynecologist have in common?
What does a Labrador and a nearsighted gynecologist have in common?
Yes. Don't see anyone guessing yet.
Nope, Frozen. What's your guess, man? Spider, what's your guess? I'm trying to think.
Frozen.
Not sure.
They both have wet noses.
Okay, now see that.
Your look was classic, dude.
That was funny. I'll give you that one.
Your look was classic. You went like this, dude. You went.
I can't see you because I'm troubleshooting, but. Okay.
Frozen says, ew. Corinne's worse than I am.
I'm pretty sure.
All right, Chase, what do you call an old snowman?
Melted?
A glass of water.
A glass of water? Yeah, I mean. Yeah.
Oh, okay. This one you have to actually be somewhat smart here. How do you tell the sex of an ant?
I mean, isn't it a female? Because it's an ant.
No, because that would be like queen. You get boy ants, girl ants, whatever.
I just figured it was a
If
play
you
on
drop,
words.
you drop it. Here you go. You drop it in water. If it sinks, it's a girl ant. If it floats, it's boy ant.
See, I knew where that was going at that point. Your damn dad joke. All right, hold on. I gotta fix this. I got you. All right, let me get my headset mic on here. Bam. That should help take care of that problem. Old school talk.
Thank you. I was just looking. I'm glad Frozen said he heard that one. So,
are you echoing?
Frozen rules. Frozen. I'm still echoing. What's the difference between a golf ball and a Range Rover? Tiger Woods can drive a golf ball 300 yards without hitting a tree.
That's really funny. So, old school, what exactly are you hearing back? Just yourself or everything?
I hear everything, but I hear me. About a 3-second delay. I got to tell you, last night, Shell had her first parent deal, her first parent freak out.
Okay.
She was home alone because Lucas was working a football game. So she was taking a shower. And so they have like a little seat in the shower that they can put the baby in. Her soap slipped out, her like little thing of soap slipped out of her hand and hit him right there. Now, he's fine. He's a baby. We all know that. Like, he's okay. He's smiling. He's doing, but he had like a little scratch. She called in tears, could not even talk to her mom. Now, you know, our paps with our first daughter.
Mm-hmm.
My wife's thinking, oh shit. She grabs me and pulls me out. My heart stops.
Yeah.
And then Shelly like shows us, and I dropped this and it hit him. Look, and I like almost passed out. I like hit the table. Oh.
Frozen, you and I are in the same area right now. Old school, do you have any of the stream open right now? Anywhere?
Just on the iPad.
Now, when I say stream, are you actually watching the stream or are you on Streamlabs, the collab cam?
I'm on Streamlabs only. I do have, like, you know, I have Discord open on the computer for the mic. But the video shut off and the micro and the speaker is shut off on the computer.
Well, if you don't have any other ones open.
No.
So, what I would say is based off of that, go to your Streamlabs collab and mute it.
I did try that.
Try it again.
And I still hear me.
Right now?
I just did it. I just muted me. I can leave me muted if that helps.
Well, you can mute it, but if you're still hearing yourself, I got to figure out where it's coming from.
Coming from a land far, far away. All settings. Let's go and see find sound.
I still have a feeling I have something I'm sending to you. I'm trying to look through that.
Sound settings. That's completely muted.
What if I turn that off? Try now. Yep. Perfect. Found it. I'm good. All right. Well, you should watch Lord of the Rings more often then. I believe those hobbits are a little bit better. Wait, you lost his audio? All right, hold on. Hold on. That wasn't right. No. Now, unfortunately, they can't hear you, so give me a moment. All right. It is. Okay. Let's see what my Discord. Maybe I messed that one up again. So what I did is I turned off the Discord feed off my Streamlabs. And that's what gets your echo to go away. So something else is now putting it in. So let me check my Discord. Does this have anything to do with the group? See, that's why I keep thinking you're doing wordplay. Exactly, Frozen. All right, Discord strip. I've got A1, which means it is pulling through my hardware. We're going to keep B1 off, so let's turn B2 on instead. Old school, talk for me. Do you echo? Rope walked into our bar. Okay, so, but no echo? Okay, Frozen does not hear you, but that's okay. That's me. Okay, so now I got to go back to Streamlabs. This is my favorite part. I love it. Back to my audio. You know me, I love troubleshooting. Okay, so the last one I should have to do is change to should change to that's a good reason. We're gonna go for the ink. I don't think it should matter to anyone.
Hours on one arm and 19 on the other. And you pay by the hour. So you got to figure that's 37 hours.
Frozen anything?
Da, 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 da.
Yeah,
Hi, Frozen.
I rerouted it.
Right on, man. I got no echo.
You have no echo. Stream can hear. I have no echo. Oh my God, we're moving forward.
This is awesome. This is awesome, awesome, awesome.
All right.
I'm about ready to rant about sound on never.
If you really want to rant about technology, let's talk about printers for a few.
Oh, good Lord.
All right. One more test. Spider, if you're still there, let us know how you're hearing everything on the stream. Obviously, Frozen, give us one more. Everything good? Yep. Frozen says, we did it. Holy crap.
Nice.
We ready? We ready? Let's do this. We're gonna take a little small rewind backwards. So for those of you that are now joining us or have been sticking with us, laughing your ass off, watching us do this, which is probably telling you any of our advice for fantasy football should probably not be taken too seriously. So we're gonna get going. We're gonna rewind, just pretend we started all over. You guys ready? Let's etch a sketch everything that just happened, and let's start over. Here we go. All right. We're going to count down. We're going to do a 3. We're going to do a 2. We're going to do a 1. Right, what are we here for? Never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, you know me. I'm your beau with the flow. I'm Calypso. But the man you need to know is Old School Fat Man. Say hello.
I so badly want to say hello without any volume just to be a jerk.
You
just
would have thought to me so badly. I was waiting for you to just move your lips and not actually.
I so badly wanted to do that, man. Oh my God, it would have been great.
Old School Fat Man, it has been months. Last year, you and I joined a fantasy football league with one goal: meet in the Super Bowl, baby. So we took on 2 different conferences. We did our drafts. We got our teams. And last year, I am very interested to announce we didn't really get very far.
No.
Nah.
You never had a quarterback, and I only had a quarterback for about half the time.
Absolutely. Let's talk about that. Old School Fat Man, did you win your division last year?
No, I finished second.
Why do you think that was? What caused you some issues?
Well, it's hard when you don't have a kicker and when you don't have a quarterback. We found that out. When I had a quarterback, I was in first place, even without a kicker. And then Jaden Daniels went down, and there was a gentleman, I'll just call him that, who refused to trade in Marcus Mariota unless I gave him 2 first-round picks. And I'm like, you're an idiot, but whatever. Absolutely. So now if I can ever repay him by not helping him out, I plan on doing that.
Absolutely. For those that didn't catch it, yeah, Old School Fat Man had just a little bit of issues. Daniels gets hurt. Hopefully, he's learned to take a hit better, and by that I mean not taking a hit.
Throw the ball away, Jaden.
Exactly, right? The kicker, I was a little more surprised that kicking hurt you as bad as it did, but at the same time, that's how close all the games really were. Like you could have won an easy switch in like 7 points. And so that was pretty exciting. Now myself, I did not finish second. I didn't finish first. I got third in my division. The main reason, similar to Old School Fat Man, I had QB problems. I drafted Anthony Richardson. I was expecting him to actually play for the Colts last year. He decided to not see things the same way I did. Orbital bone fracture, get it? Anyway, so that hurt a little bit. I didn't really have a quarterback. Then I had to trade an astronomical price to get Justin Fields that also decided not to even be able to play for the New York Jets last year. So I went ahead and was winning, competing, and then just could not get the final points in the last couple games. I made the playoffs, which was weird. Nope, never mind. I'm confusing another team. I play like too many leagues. My apologies. That's wrong. I did not make the playoffs. I was like, how did I make playoffs in the third? There's no way. I didn't. I lied to you. Not on purpose. So we are going to get into the teams. We want to take a look to see kind of where Old School Fatman is. We're going to show you where my team is. But truth be told, we need to jump into the summer. We are in a very unique league that what I love about it, you have a very serious cap. You cannot go over it. In fact, looking at Old School Fat Man's team currently right now, we have $205 million. That is our cap. He's a little over. We'll get into what he's going to do. He's not worried. I'm not worried. He's going to be just fine. But also, we have a limit on the amount of players we can have. We actually can have no more than 24 during the season. Now we're in the off season. Old School Fat Man, as you can see, you can do quick math. If he has 25, he needs to get to 24. He's going to cut somebody. It's probably going to save him $2.6 million, if not more. Congratulations. He's under cap. He's good to go. Maybe he trades. I don't know. He'll shake it up. Point is,
but if you go down to the Godfather, that's a guy who's about 25 million over the salary cap.
There are so many teams. Wait till you guys see what we actually got going on. There are too many teams that are absolutely screwed up, and you're going to think my team is one of them. Everyone is thinking my team is one of them. Wait till you get to it.
I'm not. I like your team.
See, that's because you know football, though. Let's talk about what happened in the summer when our when our league kicked off. And we got to the point where we got past all of our new owners coming in. They did their draft. We opened up trading. And I did not want to wait. I knew I needed a quarterback right out of the gate. The more that the summer went on, people were going to hold on to their quarterbacks. Plus, I wanted to get the quarterback before the draft actually came out because everyone is going to treat Fernando Mendoza and all those other guys higher than they really need to be. And I was willing to let them go after all those guys. I don't care. I just needed a quarterback. If I can find someone in the top 10 to make it through the year, I think I have a really strong team. I don't know if I got someone from the top 10. I'm hoping. But let's go back. Now you can see we've been open for a little while. I got to go back a little while because you're going to see a few of mine come in here. Let's see. We got all the way back to May. YouTube. Man, there you go. We have literally gone all the way back to the beginning. There have been 61 different transactions. We're not going to go through all 61. That's too damn boring. We're not that bad. We're just going to pinpoint a few things. Trade picks, no one really matters. Look, I hope people in our league watch us and hear me when I say this. The majority of the people in this league have no idea what to do with their picks. No idea. Am I right, Old School?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Oh my God, terrible.
We are not going to talk about people trading picks and stupid shit like that. Let's get into the very first trade. I mean, I was within hours of it opening, and I got my first trade out of the gate. I took one of my backup wide receivers, which should put up some good points this year in Tampa Bay, and a first-round pick, and I went ahead and got me my quarterback. I went after Bryce Young. Why did I go after Bryce Young?
Love that pick. I love it.
You know what I'm saying? There's a couple reasons I went after Bryce. One, I think he can actually sneak into the top 10. Why? Yes. Because I think he has a coach that actually understands what his limitations are.
Yes.
I actually think he has a coach that is going to put him in a much better position by giving the ball to T-Mac.
Yes.
I am okay with T-Mac having the ball because, well, okay, Jalen Coker also is going to be another good little setup right there. I think he is being overlooked as a slot receiver this year, and I think Coker's going to make a little noise. I also like the running back room of Carolina. I am a fan. I am a huge fan of Chuba. I had to say Chubb. I had to. I couldn't get away from it. No, Cuban Hubbard. I actually like him. I know he gets injured. I still think he's going to be able to run that ball. Plus, Jonathan Brooks, completely overlooked. That man gets the ball whenever Hubbard doesn't, and I think they're going to do very well. So to me,
Well, and they're
Bryce.
and best friend of a young quarterback, and he's got a coach that knows how to use him. Is a tight end room,
That is true.
and they use tight ends really well. And I'm telling you right now, that kid's going to throw play action to tight ends. That's why I wanted a tight end from Carolina if I could find one, because I think their play action game alone, just to tight ends, is going to score points.
And in all fairness, not only did I use my first round pick to get a quarterback that is extremely young, I ended up trading McMillan and really got 2 third picks. I didn't feel like I really lost anything. I was not going to get the player I wanted at the first pick of where I was going to be. So there was no reason for me to hold on to it. I most likely was not going to have a quarterback fall to me, and I didn't want a rookie quarterback out of here. I really don't.
Yeah.
Even if I went
Yeah.
after Mendoza, he's going to sit for a year.
Yep.
I would end up taking another loss. I didn't see the reason in that. So yeah, I went Bryce Young. And Old School agrees with me on this. Correct me. We would rather have the people that have proven what they can and cannot do than
Correct.
take a big old flyer on a first round pick that no one has any idea.
Correct.
So that's what
And the deal is that's why once you drafted Bryce Young, I started looking and I went and got your starting tight end, Tommy Tremble.
You did.
Because I don't have a tight end that scores big points, and I have a feeling, like I told you, Tommy Tremble's going to have a good year. He's going to have a solid year. So,
Absolutely.
And I might have some trade bait out of the other guys. I'm hoping.
Mark Andrews. I know I almost talked to you about Mark Andrews, but we'll get to that. Jason Bourne and Lawless, these two teams. Jason Bourne, I'm going to tell you right now, he's in my division. He's not winning this year. He had a wonderful plan this year. He got every draft pick he could possibly put his hands on, and he has a complete team of rookies. They're going to put up points. Dude, he got Caleb Downs. He got Mendoza. He got one of the running backs. I forget which one, but he's got good rookies eventually.
Well, yeah, if he can hold on to it. And if they don't get exorbitant salaries later on.
Well, and that's the interesting thing. I think Jason Bourne ends up being something like $60 million under cap. So he's taking.
I think I'm going down. I'm looking now.
Yeah, I'm gonna click on his team. I'm gonna take a look.
He is 106 million under the cap.
Aaron Rodgers, I don't know why he held on to him. I don't know why. I really don't. I do like him picking up Drew Aller, though.
Yeah, he's also got Abdul Carter for 11 million and Arvell Reese for 11 million. He likes New York Giants. That's weird.
I tried to get Reese from him. Yeah, he wouldn't let me. He did not want to trade really anyone young.
Yeah.
So it was kind of tough. But anyway, he's in my division. He's gonna get I'm sorry, he's $106 million under cap. Good Lord.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna offer him a trade. I'm gonna offer him a trade right now.
Good. So nothing.
Dude, he has no tight end. I'm gonna give him Mark Andrews. He's got all that cap room. Let's see if he'll take Mark Andrews for one of his rookie tight ends.
100%. He's probably not going to do that again. He likes all rookies. I doubt he's going to take Andrews. I hope he does, but I don't think he's going to even entertain it.
What else do I need?
Here's the trade I want to talk to you about, though, because I'm a fanboy when it came to this, and I was really worried that maybe my fanboy came out too much. The second trade, literally almost or just days after I got my quarterback, I got an opportunity to get the running back I believe is, if he's not the best one, he is top 3, easy. And that's Jonathan Taylor. Now, for those that don't know, I had Ashton Genty last year. That was my number one pick. I wanted Ashton Genty, not because I thought he was going to do well, but because I expected to trade him. Old School can back me up on that. We talked about it before I even picked him up. I wanted to hold on to him. I knew someone would jump on him, and it was just a matter of time, and I found it. The guy wanted to give me the running back I wanted, Jonathan Taylor. And I also got a third round, or I gave up a third in Ashton Genty for Jonathan Taylor. Again, my opinion, top 3 back easy. Tell me I'm wrong, Old School.
No, if I could have Jonathan Taylor, I'd take him over any running back in the NFL right now, period. He scores buku points. He scores a ton of points. And you've got him and a Kane. Yeah.
Well, we
Asian,
get there.
sorry. Asian.
Yeah, we get in there.
Yeah.
But here's the thing I like. The question is Danny Dimes going to stay healthy? Because if so, man, Taylor could go. Look what he was doing before Dimes got hurt.
Yeah. They're going to protect him a lot better.
I think so.
Yeah.
Next trade I do.
And they're going to, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
I was going to say, their receiver room has improved quite a bit. That's what's going to protect him. Is they don't have big names, but they got dudes that know how to get open, and they got a bunch of possession guys. And Danny Dimes, if he's got possession receipt, he doesn't need necessarily the guy that can stretch the field and go deep for $40 million a year. He needs a bunch of dudes that get open because he can read defenses. And like you said with Carolina, I think you're going to see them be a massive play action team this year. And with those possession type receivers, he could have a great year.
I agree, except for one small thing. I'm still worried about Alec Pierce.
Why is that?
He's coming off a pretty big injury. He's a good player. I'm not saying he's not. I hesitate on a number one receiver coming off of a big injury. And
what I'm seeing,
first year he's doing it.
But they also, now listen, they just picked up Keenan Allen, which is a great pickup for them. They've got Keenan Allen, Josh Downs. If Alec Pierce is hurt, Nick Westbrook-Akine is another one they picked up, who's just which I'm hoping because I picked his ass up. Yep. And they've got Ashton Doolin, who's another little possession receiver. So I just think you're going to see a lot of 4 wide stuff with them. And I like them. I really do.
If they play 4 wide and you got Jonathan Taylor, I feel bad for defenses.
That's what I'm saying. Get those guys out. Make them pull people out of the box. Good luck, because that offensive line is solid.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited having Jonathan Taylor on the team.
Next
trade, I actually take the third round picks that I ended up getting, and I spun those. In my opinion, I think this is one of my better trades. I spun those for Dejon Cooper, Jair Brown. I probably pronounced his first name wrong. Didn't do it on purpose. And Geno Stone. Look, Cooper is amazing. Stone, amazing. Jair, he can be. San Francisco's defense is stout. I mean, he's going to have plenty of opportunities. But Stone and Cooper alone for a third round pick, who the hell was I going to draft that was going to put up that point? Cooper put up over 100 points.
Yeah.
So I was pretty good with that one. Again, we're skipping over a lot of these. Just don't care about all these picks. You're going to see a lot of those.
It's the market value in our league that pisses me off. There's no market. That's what there's no market value. No one gets it. No. I paid a second round pick for my backup quarterback, and I feel like it was worth it because now no matter what, I've either got Jaden Daniels or Marcus Mariota, and I feel comfortable that both together they scored almost 380 points, something like that, 400 points. I feel great with that. If that's what we're going to score, I'm psyched. I'm pumped. I'm good.
I mean,
but
when you talk about value, though, look at this. Like, here's a perfect example in my opinion. They traded the 17 for 2026, the one in the second round at the 17 for next year's picks. That value doesn't even add up.
Yeah.
That frozen nose
Yep.
Mariota. That's because of where you're currently located. You probably heard that name quite a bit. Yes. But yeah, there's
I love
just
Marcus Mariota.
I do too. I think he got a bad rep, unfortunately, headed to your team. That's
Yeah.
I just think that's where
We
he
suck.
did.
We
Yeah.
That's where quarterbacks go to die. I feel bad for Cam Ward.
Let's talk about this trade. I thought this was an interesting trade. Spaceballs and Trash Pandas. Spaceballs, absolutely active owner. You're going to see him all over the place. He's definitely going to be competing. He gave up T.J. Watt and Zaire Franklin for Andrew Van Ginkel and Quincy Williams. Now you know why he did that, right? Why did he go after
Money.
this?
Money.
So T.J. Watt. Look at this. That's a $41 million contract. Now, he put up some points, right? He put up some good points. But that 41 million it's what is that?
It's
almost
huge.
An eighth? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's 1/5 of his salary cap. 1/5 of his salary cap.
Yep.
$40 million is 1/5 of 200 million. He was paying a fifth.
Yep.
A 1/5 of his salary cap. No way. Hell no would I do that.
So now look at Ginkel. You get Ginkel, who also puts up points, not as much, but you get it half the cost.
Yeah.
All right.
So listen to this, Chase. Listen to this. Listen to this. Just as a thing, if you look at my team, Jeffrey Simmons and Nick Benito and Ruben Bain, who's going to put up points. That's my D line. I got great points coming with those guys. That total right there was just over $50 million for those three guys, and he only had that's one dude. I'm struggling with the fact exactly. Yep. 41 million. You gotta be kidding me.
It is true he went after the money, but there was one more thing he was after in this. And this is something that Old School and we figured out last year. We jumped on this a little late after our draft, but we figured out what it was, and it's linebackers. He went after Quincy Williams.
Yep.
This, I think, Spaceballs won hands down.
Yeah.
Zaire Franklin got $9 million. He literally put up $50 million between those two. Ginkel puts up 23. Quincy 6.5. He cut $20 million in that cap. Crazy. I think he won that trade.
Yep, I wholeheartedly agree with you.
Trade number 3. I think this is where I started to potentially get people to not trust my trades. And the reason for this is probably Adonai Mitchell. I am a fan of Adonai Mitchell, and I do believe being in New York, he's about to show what he can do, and he's going to get to a team that will actually let his talents go. I'm willing to take a flyer on a very small risk on Adonai Mitchell.
Yep, Haddon's a good player.
Blake Corum was the win in this, in my opinion. I wanted Blake. I wanted the guy backing up Kyron Williams over in the Rams because Blake backed him up last year and still put up it was like almost 160 points.
Yeah.
And he's 25 years old, so absolutely went too far down. I was after Blake. Adonai Mitchell was a throw-in as far as the other person thought.
But Spillane.
I was absolutely going after Spillane.
Yes.
I needed a linebacker.
Yep.
I gave up Jalen Warren, which I can tell you why I gave him up. And I gave him up easily. Easily. Mr. RD. That's why I gave him up. Rico Dowdle, right?
Dowdell. Yeah. Dowdell.
I gave him up because Rico is going to steal from Jalen Warren.
Yep.
And Blake, I don't think he has a better opportunity of stealing from Kyron than the other way around.
Yeah.
So to me, giving up Renardo Green was nothing. Getting a 3rd round pick. Look, I'm gonna say it right here. You ready for the first one? I actually wish I had my soundboard set up right now. I think I'm milked. I milked Darth Maulers right there, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna get a milking sound. I 100% am getting that.
I'll be your milking sound.
Done. Right. Tell me I'm wrong. What did I do wrong in this one?
Let's see. There's nothing wrong with that one. I like that one. I like that trade just for Spillane.
Yeah.
Because like we said, linebackers score points. Like
yes.
I swear to God, linebackers and D line, I feel, good God, man. That's where I scored most of my points last year.
100%. So again, we're still trading draft picks. Don't understand that. Kicker. We trade a kicker and a 3rd round pick for a 2nd round pick. And
okay, I'm muting my sound now. You're talking about kickers.
Not just any kicker, but probably the highest rated offense going into the season right now, right? Am I wrong? That kid's going to put up some points. So a 2nd round pick, I actually think Kusak wins that. He only gave up a 2nd, gets a 3rd back and the kicker. Yeah, I think Kusak wins that. I know you hate this. I'm sorry, man.
I can't talk about kickers. When you talk about kickers, I'm just going to mute myself.
This was an interesting. The American and Jason Bourne trade tight end.
That's so stupid.
And a shit of 3 number 1 picks for Trey McBride.
Dude, the American fleeced him. It wasn't a milk. He fleeced him for that. 3 1s, and Goddard's going to score points. It's not like Trey McBride's going to score that many more points than Goddard to give up 3 freaking number 1s. Like, he got so taken. That's why I said we don't have a market. No. That was the dumbest. I remember I called you that day and said the dumbest trade in our entire league year. That was the dumbest try. I really hope Jason Bourne listens to us, because that was the most idiotic trade I've ever seen in my entire life. Good God.
Just so we're clear, hold on. Jason Bourne gave up Trey McBride, got 3 number 1s, a number 2, and Dallas Goedert. In my opinion, Jason Bourne won that.
No, that's what I meant. Sorry, yeah. Bourne's the one that won that one. The American got. How do you do that? That's worse than the Herschel Walker trade.
Oh no, Ricky Williams.
Oh yeah, that's worse than the Ricky Williams trade.
Ricky got a whole damn stack, dude. All right,
stupid. What are you doing?
So let's talk your first trade right here, because I was like, man, at first I thought you gave it up, but let me explain what you traded, then let's talk it through. I want to hear your opinion. You went after Jason Bourne, which, by the way, just got a ton from the American, and you ended up 8 hours later pulling his linebacker, and you gave
best
up
linebacker.
His best linebacker.
You
gave up
1 and 3.
Your 1 for and 3 for the next year. Walk me through it.
I had TJ. What do I got? TJ. What the hell's his last name? I always forget. It kills me. TJ Edwards, who's a solid linebacker for the Bears, but he's hurt. And I needed a solid linebacker. Mm-hmm. And so I'm looking at it, and I don't know. I'm hoping I'm going to be middle of the road. Even middle of the road with a rookie next year, I'm not going to get the production that I'm going to get with Quay Walker. I'm going to get way more production.
Hold on. Here's what I want to talk, because this is where all the value was this season. Everyone that's tuning in, when we were talking about there's no real trade like value and a market and how to get these trades to work. I need you to think for a moment that everybody in our league literally got hard-ons for the 2027 draft. Why? Because every pundit in America thinks that is the greatest draft since whatever last time they said that. Yep. You apparently say, no, I'd rather have Quay Walker than whatever the hell you got going on next year.
Here's the deal. The reason they want all those first round picks, and I'm probably going to be. I figured I'd be somewhere around 15, maybe 13 to 15. They are thinking TJ. They're thinking Carr. They're thinking Manning. They're thinking Mensa. So all those kids, all those quarterbacks are going to go in the top 6 picks because everybody who doesn't have a quarterback, they're going to take those guys. Great, go ahead and have them. I'm not going to get that. I feel what I need. I don't need a quarterback. I got Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
He's going to have roughly the same amount of money. I feel good with him. I feel great with him. What I'm going to need is I'm going to need to pick up in free agency, and I'm going to add drops. That's where I'm going to add the running back that I'd like to get, but I'm never going to be able to add a linebacker like Quay Walker in add drops. It's just not going to happen. And now my linebacker room may wind up scoring about 300 points.
And I can't wait to look at your team.
I'm jacked.
We are definitely going to break down your team because, again, the people that are watching us right now, they don't truly understand what our league is about. The IDP, the contracts, the years. We have to pay attention to how many years are things going on. Wait until you actually see how the teams break down. I was 100% not worried. That's not the right word. I thought you could have gotten more.
Probably could have.
Because everyone loved those picks. That was the only reason I was like, I thought you could have actually gotten more out of it. I think it's a good trade. I, too, would have traded the one for what you did. I just thought you could have gotten more.
But now, here's the deal, and you're going to laugh at Chase is going to hate when I say this because he did pick up. You got value because of an idiot with third-round picks.
Yeah.
Third-round
100%.
picks are crap in our league. Third-round picks are absolute crap because you're getting you got to figure we have 32 teams. So a third-round pick is literally 60 deep, 70 deep. I would have been 85 deep by the time I got to that third-round pick. I'm not going to get somebody who's going to be an impact player unless I get extremely lucky because you already know where they go. By the time we're not picking guys not knowing where they're going to go. So by the time we have our rookie draft, we know exactly where every player is going to go. And so I'm not going to get that surprise guy. That's why I was so pumped that I got Bane because I couldn't believe he lasted as long as he did. Oh my God. I was
surprised you got him.
Oh my God. I was thrilled that I got him, especially in that to get a D lineman. You don't get D linemen in our league like that. Well, to me, I think D linemen, linebackers, DBs, those guys should have been the ones that were picked way before any of the quarterbacks because none of the quarterbacks are really going to play.
Now, you have some really good defensive linemen, but you are paying a ton for them. Me personally,
$55 million.
I thought I had 3 really good linemen. And I say had because I've traded them. They're coming up. I had 3 really good linemen, and I do believe I've made my team better getting rid of those 3. But I'm very curious. I'm watching where I traded them to. I want to see what they were going to do. But for me, I put more value in my linebackers than my defensive line. I think my linebackers have a better opportunity unless you have top 6 linemen. Then it's worth putting all that money into because they're going to keep doing that. Myles Garrett, example. What is he? $60 million or something stupid like that? I don't know.
And there's no way I would touch him. Which is like you're saying. I got Jeffrey Simmons right now. His contract is going to come up. He's 23 million a year.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Jeffrey Simmons, I won't have him next year because Jeffrey's going to wind up signing for $40 million. So I'll wind up trading him to somebody for something because I'm not going to keep him. That's why I was so happy to get Bane because Benito's contract is set at 26 for the next 3 years. And Bane is going to be on his rookie deal making 5 for the next 3. So those 2 I'm happy to keep. I'll get a middle of the road D tackle, probably a first round pick. And so for somebody will take Jeffrey Simmons because, oh my God, he scores so many points. Yeah, go ahead. After that point, you can go ahead and take him.
No, I get
the one I wanted to get with that tight end was, God, he had Keon Coleman at that point. It wasn't Kevin Coleman. I think
Yeah.
Jason Bourne had Keon, and he wouldn't throw him in there 1 and 3 for both Quay and Keon. And he was like, "Why do you want Keon?" Well, because I think Keon's going to score some points as a receiver this year. I really do. I think he had a bad first year. I think he's going to come back and score.
You know what? I
But
absolutely despise when owners ask me why I want a player.
yeah,
It shouldn't fucking matter why I want the player. I just
yeah.
want the player.
My,
Maybe because I'm
I
gonna
wrote him
drop
back.
him.
Well, I go, "Why do you want him?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "I already have him." I go, "He goes, I already have him." I go, "Okay, well, you asked me. I'm asking you. Why do you want him?"
Yeah. Why won't you trade
You know,
him
it's
then?
like I don't know.
Well, and now, okay, so now here's the interesting thing. Again, you and I, we've been talking about this the whole time. You and I, we see draft picks in this particular league as no, trade them because everybody wants them. We'll get all the players we want.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what you did with
Mm-hmm.
back-to-back trades in days. You got rid of next year's picks, 1, 2, and 3, picked up your backup quarterback, picked up your starting linebacker, and said, yep, I'm good for the year.
Yep. I want now points. And I know that I've got enough dudes coming up free agency next year that I can trade because people will. As soon as the season's over, even though these guys are going to wind up being free agents, I'll be able to dump Simmons and probably pick up at least 2 draft picks. And that's cool. Right before he signs another contract, I'll be able to draw. Yeah, I'll get a couple, and that's okay. If I can get a 1 or a couple of 2s, I'll be happy because I can probably spin the 2s into a 1, and that's okay.
Now, when we tell you that there's no value, look at this. Right after that, now keeping in mind that Trey McBride got traded for 3 number 1 picks, a second, and then that followed up with Jamison Williams being traded for 1 first round and a tight end. What is happening?
Just handing people stuff.
My best, I think 'tis but a flesh wound wins that one because I think Jameis Williams, after watching Trey McBride go for 3 1s, no way would have I only accepted one of them.
Yeah.
Especially when, let's just take a look. It's only $27 million. That's crazy. So, yeah, I think 'tis but a flesh wound takes that one. How about this one? Brock Purdy and a 2nd round pick next year for Cam Ward. What is going on? This Cam Ward played 1 year. He's still technically
Why did you give
rookie.
him up?
What?
Why would you give him up? He's going to score great points this year. He's got to. Look, man, are we going to win the division? No. We're probably going to finish at the bottom of the division. But are we going to win 6 or 7 games this year? I think we win 6. I really do. And I think Cam Ward's going to wind up being a middle 15, 16, something like that because he's got. Look, Dable was a shit head coach, but Dable's a really good coordinator. Yep. When he's not being the head coach, he's a really good coordinator. Cam Ward's going to be a solid player. He's going to be an absolute solid player.
This goes back to why I went after Bryce Young. Cam Ward now has someone who understands what his limitations are.
Yep.
So more importantly, actually, I'll say a little bit different when it comes to Cam Ward, actually. With his new coordinator, I think not only does he now have someone that knows his limitation, but more importantly, knows how to get more from him.
Yeah.
So for this one,
I would agree.
I would in a heartbeat traded Brock Purdy and a 2nd round pick. And the number one reason why I would have jumped at this, Brock Purdy's $53 million contract that is not even close to worth.
Yeah.
Not even close. And then Cam Ward's is what, 8 million, 9 million? I don't know what it is. What is it? Oh, 12. Yeah.
So crazy.
Good job on B team for pulling that one. Jason Bourne has now been a part of 2 really bad trades. But also part
Let's see if I can get him for a 3rd one.
Hey. All right. More trade picks here. How about this one? Alex Singleton and a 3rd, as well as Bucky Irving for Nico Collins and D. Winters. Who gets the win on this?
me see. Which one are you talking about?
Spaceballs gave up Nico Collins and D. Winters, got back Bucky Irving, Alex Singleton, and a third-round pick.
Look, Bucky Irvin's going to have a decent year, but you got a solid wide receiver and a really good linebacker. And again, linebackers to me rule the day. Yeah. So basically, he traded offense for offense, which you can say it's a wash. I think Nico's going to score more points, but Singleton Winters for a third.
So let's take a look at this real quick. Hold on, let's take a look at his team because he now has Bucky and Blake. Those are his two running backs. And now here's why he gave up Nico. He has Jackson.
Yeah, he's loaded.
Rome.
He's loaded.
Mackay. I'll even give him Torrey Horton.
Yeah.
He's got receivers. So him giving up that to get Bucky, now who wins the trade? Nico was nice. Why keep Nico? I would rather look. I actually do like Nico Collins, and that's hard for me to say as a Jaguar fan because Nico keeps beating the shit out of us. It's hard for me to say it, but I like Nico Collins. I would have probably taken him over Rome, even though I'm a huge fan of Rome's. I am not a fan of Mackay's. I think he's not going to produce the way people think he is, where he's at. And Jackson, I what do you want me to say to that? Giving up Nico Collins to get a running back, I agree with. I just don't agree with it being Bucky.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, how much was Nico? How much is Nico making this year?
Nico's got 20.
Because I think what he did is he's willing to, he's willing to keep Jackson for his 40 to dump that 24.
100%.
That's smart. That's a smart trade.
It is. He does. Spaceballs is very active. He knows a little something. Again, you're going to see trades that he doesn't win, but he's got.
Hey Chase, I'm using your thing right now. I just proposed a trade for fun.
Oh, that's funny.
Because I'm going to let him counter. No, listen, I'm going to let him counter Mark Andrews. This is Jason Bourne. Mark Andrews for for Mason Taylor. Jets tight end, he's a young guy. He's okay. And a first-round pick. So I did your thing. He's going to go, well, I'm not getting rid of a first-round pick, but I'll go with a second. I think he'll come back with one of his twos.
Now, here's what's funny about this. You're going to have to, I can't wait till next week when we see.
But he may give me a first-round pick because he's got Mark Andrews who's going to score points. Let's see.
Again.
Can't hurt.
I can't wait to see what happens because me personally, I think he rejects the entire trade. I don't even think he wants anything to do with Mark Andrews. And that's just looking at his team. He has what, 2 veterans on the team, maybe 3? And Aaron Rodgers is one of them. And the only reason he had that is so he could have a quarterback that's actually going to play.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
I have a feeling he's going to reject. I don't think he's going to offer you a third. I don't think he's going to offer you a set. I think he will straight say no to Mark Andrews. But that's just my
opinion. And if he does, that's cool.
No, I hope he goes after it, dude. If you get Taylor in a first-round pick, that's
dude. If it happens, yay. My thing is, he may just say, "Look, I'm not giving my pick, but I'll go straight across the board." If he goes straight across the board, it fixes my salary cap. I'm actually $10 million under at that point, and I've got a tight end who's I think my other 2 tight ends are going to score as many points as dude. Look, he's not watching the damn show, but I'm telling you right now, Mark Andrews does not score points that are worth $13 million.
No, not anymore.
He just, but for him, it would be a name, well, I can at least score a couple of points. Cool. And he's got $98 million. Mark Andrews is going to go away at the end of the year. He'll dump him and he can get some production this year. So he's not getting throttled by 50 points every week.
I think
only by 35 points.
I think he's actually okay with getting his ass just stomped this year. I really do think he's okay with it.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, look what he drafted.
Crazy.
He had something like 30 draft picks or something. It was crazy. Let's talk about this trade. Hold on. This next
Go ahead.
trade we need to talk about because if Hit the Holes did not give me Jonathan Taylor, I was about to go after this trade because, again, if you're watching now, we were talking about one of the first trades that we had in the offseason. I got Jonathan Taylor for Ashton Genty and another pick. I am a huge fan of Jonathan Taylor. Again, weird saying as a Jaguar fan. But Ashton Genty for Brees Hall and Lade McConkey. Give me your
Lad
opinion.
McConkey's
Go.
I love Lad McConkey, but that's just
Oh
me.
man, I do
But
too.
I love Lad McConkey. I think Brees Hall's going to have a decent year. And Ashton Genty, man, I just don't know. Dude, I like Ashton Genty. He's a great guy. I just don't think I don't think the Raiders I don't think they run the ball enough. I don't think they bought into having Ash. I think they drafted him because they felt they had to. But I don't feel like they're going to use him. I don't feel like they're going to use him. I think the American loses this one, and I think Hit the Holes wins it because he gets two solid players that are going to score points, and he gave up a guy that is not going to score anywhere near the points I think it was a great trade for him. And money wise, he dumped money.
And I'll add even more to it. He technically traded Jonathan Taylor for a third round
Brees Hall
pick, Brees Hall and Lade McConkey.
And Lad McConkey's. I love Lad McConkey. He's solid.
And honestly, again, if he would not have given me Taylor, I was literally about to send the trade.
Wow.
So to me, I'm with
crazy.
you. I think Hit the Holes did a great job giving, and this is what he knew it. He knew Jonathan Taylor was going after a contract this year, and it wasn't going to be able to afford the contract. He had to get rid of the money, so he goes after Genty. And he spends Genty for Brees Hall. Good on him. And then also Lad, winner.
Yeah. I just don't know what he's picking fucking.
So now let's talk about his but a flesh wound. He ends up giving out a first round pick, only one, and got Jamison Williams. Now he spins Williams and a second, picks up Zay Flowers and a third. What are you thinking on that?
I don't like trading for Zay Flowers after injury that he had. I really don't. That's why I wouldn't have done that one. I like Jamison Williams way better than Zay Flowers. And I don't think, look, man, I love Lamar. You know, Lamar was a dude I used to pick in every single season fantasy league. I don't think Lamar's going to have a great year. I don't think Zay Flowers is going to have a great year.
Thank you. That's why I wouldn't have done the trade. I think Lamar's done. And what I mean by that, I'm not saying he's done with football. I'm saying that big old taking
high
over
level
a game. Yeah, he's done.
High level. Okay, I'm going to tell Chase, you're going to love this. Sarah is doing a fantasy team this year in a church league. And she's like, yeah, I might take this guy. I go, babe, here's the deal. So you can tell me how. I go, you need to pick up running backs and receivers. And don't worry about getting a quarterback. You can get somebody in the fifth round, something like that for a quarterback. Don't go after any of the big name dudes. Don't even worry about them because the point differential is not enough for you to worry. And she goes, well, maybe I could pick up Lamar. I go, you'll be able to pick up Lamar in the sixth round. I don't think he's going to go. I really don't. Yeah, I don't think he's going to go. I wouldn't worry about it. I said, you need to get point scorers in those positions. I told her, don't, you're going to laugh. I said, don't even draft a defense until your last pick, because what I learned is I never draft defenses until the 16th round in those stupid ass drafts, because 2 years ago, I won a league by every week picking up dropping just on matchups that were left on defenses. Yep. I don't even draft a defense because I don't care.
And that's why I play
IDPs. Don't care.
Yeah, the defenses, those are a joke. You literally pick up a new one every week. 100%.
Yes.
100%.
And she's like, oh, I can do that? I said, don't even worry about it. Don't even draft one until the last pick.
Okay. I milked somebody. Someone got fleeced. Let's talk about trade number 3 that makes you go, what the fuck is wrong with people? How did Isaiah Likely get traded for 1, 2, 3 second rounds, 2/3, and a corner.
Well, and a corner. That's what gets me. Corners in our league are another high value pick. And I think Thomas is their slot corner. So he's going to get some tackles. He's going to get some tackles. God, this stupid ass trade. Now I got to go look and see where Thomas is now. Let's see how that panned out.
Did Unbreakable win that? Because here's why I asked. The trade's dumb. But look who did the trade. His buddy Fleshwound is someone that competes usually every year. His team normally I'm gonna show you his team in a moment and you're gonna laugh at me. But normally his team is a little bit better. And I can understand why he may have thought this would be it. But let's look at his team. Josh Allen. Nothing you're gonna do on that. I like his running backs. He has Omarion and Ja'Cory. I like his running backs. His receivers. I would not touch Garrett Wilson with your dick.
With a 10-foot pole. Yeah, with a 10, never.
No,
it's too injury prone.
I don't want $32 million sitting on there. I don't care that I got him until 2030. No. I don't want anything to do with Garrett Wilson. That is the one thing, in my opinion, I think he should have traded. Now, look at his tight end. He went after Isaiah Likely. He has Elijah Arroyo. We're talking 12-point difference?
For $11 million.
Yes.
Crazy.
All right. The kicker he picked up was good. He's
paying through the nose for Bosa too.
Yes, that's another one I probably would have gotten rid of.
Who does not put up the points? He's injury prone. 31 points. I
did everything I could to get DeMarvin Overshown from him. He would not budge.
Yeah.
I tried off.
That's a good player.
Almost everything.
Yeah, that's a good player.
Hey, all right. Now we got to talk about this. This is the same guy that was like ridiculing you for Fred Warner, right? Tell me about this. Yep. Come on, tell everybody about this.
Well, no, he kept saying, he's like, I don't know why you're worried. You know, after I made the trade for Quay, he kept trying to trade me first rounders and everything. And he goes, no, Fred Warner is worth a first round pick. He's the highest point linebacker in the league. I said, and he just had a major injury that affects your ability to react and move. I said, dude, I don't think I said, the guy I'm going after now is going to score more points. He goes, there's no way. He said, Fred Warner is the best linebacker in fantasy football. He said, look what they predicted he's going to do next year. They think he's going to, I go, yeah, he's going to score the same amount of points as Quay, and I can get him for $12 million. I'm not going to do it. Why would I take that? And he's like, I think you're making a huge mistake. I go, well, then go find someone else to make my mistake.
Hold on. What if he thinks you're making the mistake, why wouldn't he keep the player?
I know, just keep him. He wanted to pick. Again, he wants a quarterback. He wants one of those QBs. And I'm like, I think I wrote him back later on and said, dude, you're not going to get a quarterback for my first round pick. It's not going to happen. I said, and I trust Quay way more than I trust Fred Warner. Good God. I think Fred Warner may be done. I think he's going to be a decent linebacker.
On this team right here, I think what was funny is he traded for Ricky, and he did that for cap room. Hands down. Yeah. And in fact, Old School, I need you to do me a favor. Talk to us a little bit about Ricky. I need to step away for just a moment. I'll be right back. But talk to me about Ricky.
I just think Ricky Pearsall's he's a solid football player, but he's not going to play this year. He's got one of those injuries where he's just simply not going to play. And I don't know why you even worry about it. I can't even scroll down on his lineup, but he's got other dudes. Again, like he said, he's doing it for cap room. But he's doing it for cap room, and he's keeping guys that he shouldn't keep. I don't know. I'm more of a safe guy. I love the difference between Chase and I, because Chase loves to trade and will get in there. I think we'll have to ask him when he gets back. I think he was like top 5 in our league for making trades. And I'm more of a safe dude, but Chase likes to make
Now,
trades.
would you believe I
but
agree with everything you just said?
no, no, I think Ricky Pearsall. I love Ricky Pearsall, but you're not going to get. He's not playing this year. He's not going to play this year at all.
Correct.
He's got a major injury. He's not going to play.
Overall, I'll be upfront. I just don't buy Ricky right now. Somehow the San Francisco 49ers have an injury ward every year.
It's because of where their practice field is, man. You got to believe the conspiracy.
What's the conspiracy? I don't think I've heard this.
No, their practice field is next to a power plant. It's right next to a power plant, and they think that all of the stuff that's coming off the power plant is weakening their players because they have so many injuries. Bro, I love, you know me. I teach mythology, and one of our units is conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And that's a great, I had a kid ask me, he was a 49er fan. He goes, can I do the 49ers practice field conspiracy? I go, hell yes, you can. Because there's a lot of information on it. And you can't prove it. And there's a they. There's a they. The 49ers are secretly doing it to, people think that they're secretly leaving that practice field there so that they can, oh my God, because they don't care about their players. They think this and that and the other. I'm like, why would you not do that? They leave their practice field there because real estate in California is astronomical. There's no way they can get another place for a practice field. It's not going to happen. So I love that one. Yeah. He also got shot. I think Ricky Pearsall is awesome because he got shot and then came back and played.
Before we move on from Tis But a Flesh One, he's got $10 million. He's over cap. Now, if this was my team, easy peasy, drop Nick Bosa. You're going to take a $3 million hit. You're going to gain $34 million, which is actually a $20 million change. And then but also keeping in mind, he's got to drop 6 players.
That's where I'm happy right now, man. I only got to drop 1. I'm good.
Are you ready for something really funny? I've been waiting to call him out on this. Our roster's supposed to be no more than 28 right now.
Oh, that's true.
He's over the roster count. Now, I'm calling him out because he's one of the commissions.
Oh,
that's true. You can't follow your own rules, boy. That's dirty. That's dirty. Not that he's doing. I don't think he's actually trying to do anything, dude. You just saw his team. There's no. He can get rid of his entire defensive line. It wouldn't matter.
Okay, but he was also the commish that made the draft pick for the other guy, but skipped like 4 other teams. And I'm like, why are you making a pick for him? I even wrote him, why are you making a pick for that guy, but you skipped 4 other people? And then we got that email saying commissions can't make picks for anyone anymore because it was his buddy. He made a pick for his buddy so he'd have at least a player.
And that's that. So you and I, we talked about that when that happened too. And I was actually highly against this. And the reason why I understood his reasoning. His reasoning was it's a first round pick. To walk away with nothing, you're setting him up for failure. My rebuttal is this. That's not my fucking problem. He did not set up, which you've had plenty of time to set your draft board. You could have sent a message and said, hey, can you draft this player for me? He didn't do any of that. He just ghosted everybody. And in my opinion, you lose that pick. Next time, be more accountable, be more responsible, and move the fuck on. I disagree with him doing that.
Raise your hand if you set up your pre-draft list so in case you miss something, you'd have it. Oh, yeah, that's me.
I lost your sound.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh, I'm still here. Oh,
no, that was me. My bad. I was talking and I accidentally ended up muting or deafening me.
Okay.
All right, so what did you have? Sorry about that.
Oh, no, shit, where was I? We were talking about him losing his first round pick. God, I'm old, man. Yeah, you should. Oh, I said, we raised ours. I had my shit set. I had like 5 guys for my first round pick. Yeah. And I had Ruben Bain was first. And I remember I kept telling you, God, man, I hope he sticks around. Yeah. I hope he sticks around. And of my 5 guys, 4 of them got picked above Ruben Bain. And he was the one I wanted sight unseen. He was the guy I wanted. I had some reaches with some receivers that I didn't think I was going to get.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't going to get. But man, Bain is the one I've never gone into a draft wanting a guy so badly and actually getting him. It seems like every draft somebody picks him the pick right before me or 2 picks before me. I was so happy.
As we
I'm
move
so
to the
happy.
next one, I'm going to let you guys all know the biggest boneheaded transaction that I did not do last year. I say that now because hindsight's always 2020, they say. Last year, I
Oh my
was trying to find a
God.
quarterback, as I told you guys. I ended up with Justin Fields. One of the quarterbacks I was after was Daniel Jones.
Danny
And the guy
Dimes.
at the time, this was before Daniel Jones was supposed to take over. I had Anthony Richardson.
That's a terrible trade.
He was on the path at the time to be the starter before he injured his eyeball. Um, he wanted to give me Daniel Jones for Tank Dell.
Wow.
Now I said no, and the reason why I said no is I actually like Tank Dell. Yep, I like Nico Collins and Tank Dell, might I say. And I thought Tank Dell coming off an injury, one of the few times I do this. I was holding on to Tank Dell because I thought he would be pretty good coming back. I really did. Yeah, I see you.
Tank Dell is your Clay Guida.
Yes, Tank Dell is my Clay Guida. That is a great way to put that, actually. So I said no. And Daniel Jones ends up getting the starting spot. He ends up getting hurt. So really, I would end up losing
It was a wash.
one way or the other either way.
It was a
But
wash.
knowing that tells me where my value was, because this is Deshaun Watson, a couple of picks, running back that is single.
Who's not even playing.
Yeah.
No, he's not even playing.
For Daniel Jones.
Jesus. Look at the picks, though, dude.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
A second, another third. I don't know what the value is. Are they telling me that Deshaun Watson was still rated that much higher than Daniel Jones? Like, I don't understand.
And the salary. The salary.
Yeah. Deshaun Watson's $46 million. Now it's a little bit different.
If he plays. Yeah, but if he plays, because remember, that's one of my possible rant topics.
Oh yeah,
that's the whole Shadoodoo thing, man.
We're almost there. We're going to speed it up just a little bit. The one thing I will say is that he did flip Deshaun Watson and got all his picks back. That's why I still don't understand. Actually, that's not true.
It was money. It was money.
He dropped $40 million and he gave Deshaun Watson to the one person that he possibly could trade him to.
Who loves the Cleveland Browns. He is a Cleveland Brown fan.
Dude,
that dude loves the Cleveland
Brown quarterback last year. Every single one of them.
Yep.
All right, so to me, Unbreakable, actually, I think he lost giving up Daniel Jones, but then won by giving up Deshaun Watson the way he did.
Correct. Is that light bugging you in the background? Do I need to turn that light off?
No, you're good, man.
Okay, I had to move it to plug in my iPad.
All right, trade we got to talk about. I thought this was one of the biggest trades. I'm not even, when it happened, it took me a while to figure out what I thought about it. We are talking Jahmyr Gibbs, a second-round pick for next year, for a first-round pick next year, Breece Hall, and Jake Ferguson. Walk me through your thoughts. Go.
I don't know, man. Look, the first-round pick, Jahmyr Gibbs is that's a lot of points. I mean, if Breece Hall has a great year, maybe he can come within 8 people of Jahmyr Gibbs. But like I told you, Jonathan Taylor, I think, is number 1. Jahmyr Gibbs is a close second. I don't know why. I wouldn't have got rid of him unless you had to for money. I think that's a dumb. I would not have gotten rid of him. And I know he's thinking, I got Breece Hall and I got a tight end and I got a first-round pick. That's great. You also lost probably the second point getter for running backs in our league.
Well, $22 million. Brees Hall,
How much is Bruce?
14. Wait,
To save
forget
$7
about
million
Ferguson,
bucks.
though. And that's
Oh yeah,
where
he
it
probably
kicks
makes
in.
12. Yeah, he makes 12 and a half. That's a dumbass trade.
I agree with you. When I first saw it, I was like, what is the thought behind this? And I had to look into it to try to figure out what he was doing. I agree with
I just
you.
wouldn't trade.
First round pick, tight end, running back. Oh, cool. I got everything I need. My team's complete and whatever. Yeah, I probably would not have gotten rid of Gibbs like that. Not
No
for
way
Brees
in
Hall.
hell I would have got rid. No way in hell.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that. I look cool now, man. Ooh, I look cool.
I love that you're
Sorry.
so playing. That's all. No. All right. Let's
Oh,
talk
look at
about
that.
the next one.
Ooh.
We're going to go quarterback for quarterback just about. Daniel Jones, Abdul Carter, a first round pick, Brock Purdy, Dyke. You love Dyke. Will, and I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce Donovan's last name.
DK, look. I like DK. You gave up Daniel Jones, Abdul Carter, and a first round pick. Unless that's just, and it's not a salary thing because you picked up Brock Purdy's.
Correct.
You picked up Brock Purdy's salary. Dude, Jason Bourne won that one. He 100% won that one. 100% won that one.
I tend to
Absolutely.
agree.
Daniel Jones and Abdul Carter are far and away better than what he got back.
And getting a first round pick from my horse Fritz, which is going to be bad.
A good high pick. Oh yeah, bad. Yeah. I love that because Daniel Jones and Abdul Carter are going to score way more points than, because Brock Purdy will wind up playing half the season.
Probably. All right.
And DK, yeah. Oof. DK, sadly, DK might be the top point scorer on that entire thing. Maybe Reichert might outscore Purdy, depending upon how healthy Purdy can be.
That's possible. All right, let's talk about this wonderful trade. A third round pick and Joe Mixon for a third round pick, a safety, a corner, a linebacker, and a defensive tackle.
And Mixon may not even play.
No, he retired.
He's still not been.
I thought he retired.
He's not playing. Yeah.
Yeah. Washington,
Sentinels.
I never understood.
It's your boy.
I never understood him. Hey, and you're going to see a trade that I do with him completely just to piss him off. I'm dropping the person that I got from him, and I did the trade just to piss him off. Next trade.
I like the next one up. Holy shit.
All right, so we got Daniel Jones.
What the hell's wrong with Daniel Jones, guys?
Dante Trader and a third for Aaron Rodgers. Mason
you got Kyle
Taylor,
Hamilton.
Kyle Hamilton, and 1, 2, 3 of Top Gun. Top Gun does not want his picks. He's got a team. He likes his team. We'll take a look at it down the road, but that's 100% why he get rid of his picks. Other than that, who actually wins? This is not a good trade.
But dude, Dallas Goedert and Daniel Jones. Why would you? I don't see that. Again, this is the difference between me and like you trade, and I love the fact I can't do what you do. Like you get into it and you trade, and I told you this. I'm way more safe. Yeah. I don't really care about the draft because I don't feel like I'm going to get value if I'm trying to win. Yeah. If I have a low draft pick, I don't feel like I'm going to get value. There's no way in hell I would have traded a tight end and a quarterback that are going to score points. I don't. Why would you do that?
I guess it's for money, but
is Jones a $40 million guy?
I don't. Yeah, no. He's 40. He's 44.
Okay, well, so he got $65 million out of that.
I mean, I like Kyle Hamilton. Don't get me wrong, but this is a lot for Top Gun to give up. On the bright side for Top Gun, dude, I wouldn't want Aaron Rodgers either. I'd take Daniel Jones over Aaron Rodgers.
I'd take Dallas Goedert over Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, true. This is the one that I went after. I did it just to try to piss off Washington Sentinels.
You took a Cleveland Browns quarterback from him.
I
you
did.
Dick.
I had been after him. I told him I wanted Dylan. I was berating him in the chat. I was like, dude, you're holding on to all those Cleveland. You know only two of them are going to play. You're not going to give up Dylan. Dude, I was on him. Now, why did I do it? Couple reasons. One, I wanted to piss him off. Two, I was, truth be told, I was hoping Dylan was going to be traded.
I think he still may. I think you may
might.
see that.
And
he needs to. My God, he needs to. But you got a starting linebacker.
That's what I was after.
Cooper. You got a starting linebacker, bro.
Not just a starting linebacker.
Yeah, for $1 million. That's a great trade because that dude's going to make a shitload of tackles, man.
The reason why I get rid of Cooper DeJean, you and I talked about this too. I got a little scared. And although I like Cooper, him moving to safety worries me.
Yeah, he's not going to get the point. I don't think he's going to score the points that he did before.
And that's
he's going to play safety, and he's going to play safety, and he's going to play nickel corner.
Yep.
And that's tough, dude. Now, the thing that's cool about your linebacker you got, Spates, you know who he plays behind, who's going to be getting double teamed the entire time and giving him tackles?
Yep.
Yeah, he plays right behind Myles Garrett. So Myles Garrett's going to rush the passer, but not play the run. Spate's going to have a shitload of tackles. Wow. That's a great trade, dude. Hey, high five. Give me a high five for your trade. That was a great. That may be your best trade, actually. And salary wise,
it was. Well, technically, salary wise, it was funny because Cooper was nothing.
Yeah, but it's gonna go through the roof.
Well, that's true. They are gonna pay him. Let's talk about, so Elijah Higgins, Kyle Hamilton, Jason Bourne, getting rid of all of these freaking veterans that are worth anything. Amani Hooker, and then literally...
I love Amani Hooker.
Literally all three of them for a second-round pick.
Amani, I would have given a second-round pick for Amani Hooker.
I'd have given a second-round pick for Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, those guys are going to score points.
Hands down... The good, the bad, the ugly wins. It doesn't matter who he got in the second round next year. It's not going to put up points like that.
Not like that.
How about Wendell Robinson and a second and a third?
You know me. I'm a Titans fan. I'm not a Wandell fan.
I'm not either.
Literally, I'm not. I'm not a Wandell fan. I think he's going to be... Look, that's why I picked... that's a bad trade. That's a bad trade for $17 million.
Nope.
That's a bad trade.
I would much rather have either Elick or Dyke.
Yeah. And Elick, I keep hoping that they put Elick back to return some kicks too. Because we'll get into that. Our league, man, I like receivers that return kicks. Because that's why my guy scored as many points as he did, because he returns kicks. He was getting 80 yards a game in kick returns. We get yards.
I literally just want to put a fork in my eyeball when I see stupid things like Kirk Cousins for Xavier McKinney. Why did this happen? Gotta be salary, right? It's gotta be. Let's take a look.
No.
Kirk Cousins, $34 million. Xavier McKinney,
16. What are you doing? Why would you trade a solid defensive player? No way. And he's only 27.
Let's look at Unbreakable's team for a moment. Because this took a moment. What in the hell is this?
Dude, sadly, the one who may play more than any one of them is Cade Klubnik.
Yes, that's who I wanted. That was actually the only draft pick I wanted in the third round. I was trying to get back into the third just to get Cade.
Dude, if Gino shits the bed in the beginning of the season, Klubnik will play the rest of the season.
100%. 100%.
Wow.
So yeah, I do not understand this. Spencer Rattler, get rid of him. He's screwed himself. He's done. Good pickup on Najee Harris. I'm not hating you. I don't want him, but not a bad pickup in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
I don't
don't
know if he'll
know.
play much.
I wanted Jalen. He would not give me Jalen. He doesn't think Jalen's going
Yeah.
to get any points, but he would not give me Jalen. Whatever.
His receivers, though, go back to his receivers.
Yeah.
I think the one that might surprise people is Jack Beck on the Raiders. Again, possession receiver in an offense that is going to need possession receivers. I think not like he's going to score a shitload of points. He's going to score more than 21 points this year.
Well,
He'll score in the 40s.
I actually feel the same way a little bit about Jimmy Horn.
Jimmy Horn may wind up being better, especially with what's going on now. Again, possession receiver. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a possession guy that can stretch the field if need be. So
Evan Ingram for a third. What do you think on that?
I don't trust Evan Ingram to even play. So having him in your tight end room, having him in a tight end room, I don't think, whatever. I wouldn't.
Second round for Jake Elliott. Are you ready to go off yet?
No, don't even talk to me.
I got you.
I would have given him a second for Jake Elliott.
I know. Asshole. All right, let's talk about Jordan Mason, Tremaine Edmonds for Rachaad White, Cole Holcomb, Ivan Pace, and a first.
But a first, I don't get the first. I really don't. Are Mason and Edmonds going to score that many points? Tremaine Edmonds is not bad, but he's not a first. That's not where the first rounder. Neither one of them.
The only thing that I think helps Mason slightly is the fact of isn't old starter in some issues right now in the court system.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why he may be trying to push for Jordan, because he thinks he could be stealing a starter.
I don't know though.
But
a first.
Why not hold on to Rachaad?
I wouldn't have given a first. Not for that.
So to me,
not for that.
It's got to be Godfather wins, right?
Oh yeah.
Got a first,
Hands.
2 linebackers, and a running back.
Hands down.
All right. Now this is where people are gonna really start. I need to explain a little bit. This trade.
Clay Guida, and Tucker Kraft.
I had to start choosing. Rome was in literally at this particular time. Rome Odunze was in 6 trade talks that I had going on. I knew I wasn't keeping Rome. There were too many things I was getting back for Rome. I knew I wasn't going to keep him. I now needed to start looking at a receiver because Rome was my receiver. So here was my thought.
Yeah.
Here's my thought. I unfortunately am getting rid of Tink, though, which I wanted to keep. And Tucker Kraft is, one of the top 7 tight ends?
Yeah.
In the league. I get Cade Otton, which I don't want, mainly because he's a $10 million contract. But it's not a significant, in my opinion, a significant drop in points between the 2 tight ends. I am giving up points, I admit, but I don't think I'm getting hurt too bad.
No,
I got Jalen Walker, which I think, in my opinion, is one of the potential steals, and I'm okay. I think Cade and Walker for Tucker, I'm okay. I needed a defensive end to get rid of Aiden Hutchinson, which I had $45 million. Couldn't hold on to him. Too much money. So I needed, I went after defensive end. I thought Jalen Walker, great pickup. I like Romeo Doubs in New England. I actually love Romeo Doubs in New England. Am I wrong?
But then they went and got freaking then they went and got AJ.
Yep. And then they pissed me off.
Yeah, they go get AJ
for me. Now, here's where I think I could still end up being okay. Now Romeo Doubs is no longer double teamed. Now he's single because AJ is going to take it.
Let me see, though. I want to look depth for them because I want to see, is he also returning kicks?
Here's what I don't like. Is that $17 million. Ugh.
Yeah. Let me check the Pats' depth. Let's see. Yeah, Romeo's still there. I want to see kick returners. No, he's not returning kicks. Wow. I
Now,
don't know, man. You may not, you may
well,
be all right. Like you said, AJ's going to they're going to
hold,
roll coverage over to AJ. It may
hold on
actually
though.
benefit you.
Hold on though. I think the one not really being considered is Dontavian Wicks.
It's
Who's
because his name's too
Jalen
hard to
Hurts
spell.
pay? Who is Jalen throwing to? Devontae Smith?
People.
Now,
Well, yeah,
Devontae
that's his
Smith is a
only.
great receiver. Don't get me wrong. I love
Yeah.
Devontae Smith, but they're going to triple team his ass. They're going to have a safety over the top because Devontae Smith can blow the lid off. They're going to put
Mhm.
someone underneath to make sure that he doesn't also kill him over there. And then they're going to have to keep the linebacker in the middle because literally Devontae has no issue going over the middle either. Even though he's small,
Well,
I'm just surprised.
Dontavian is their number 2,
Yep.
and he's being pushed by Mekhi Lemon and Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood Brown is a joke. That's not
Hey,
happening.
man,
Come on.
he's a name. They got Elijah Moore too, who's been hurt.
All right. So
So
you're looking at I got Datavian Wicks, and he's either going to play outside, where he belongs usually, and Mekhi
yeah,
Lemon on the inside. So who are they
yep,
going to guard the most? Mekhi and Devontae.
yeah,
If Wicks
yeah.
catches
That might
even,
want to be a steal for you.
that's why I went after 2 receivers that I went, look, these guys are going to get targets. And although I really did not like AJ Brown joining New England, I do think that takes some of the numbers away from Romeo. I actually think it's a possibility it helps him.
Well, not necessarily number of catches, but he may
Correct.
wind up getting scoring catches.
Truth. Truth. So,
So that's a big
Frank
one.
Dell, Tucker Kraft, for what I traded, who wins?
Yeah. No, I think I think you got 2 guys that possibly score points over 1 guy that scores points.
Mhm.
So I mean that works. That works. And like it's the Kraft Otten. I don't know. I think if you're looking up Tucker Kraft, he's got a solid quarterback. I think what's his 1.3. How much is yeah. The other thing is, though, I like Baker with tight ends. If I'm going to pick a quarterback that I want thrown to tight ends, I'll take Baker. Yeah, any
But
day of the week because he's going to hit tight ends.
and truth be told, at this time, I was trying to get Baker Mayfield.
Yeah,
I was
Baker's worth it.
I was trying to see if what Baker's contract was going to come out to because he's already at 33 million.
And now he's staying there because he's told him flat out, I'm not signing. You're going to pay me.
100%. And Frozen, you are correct. Old man, fat man, it's confirmed, does like tight ends.
I do. I love me some tight ends. That's so
Your
terrible.
wife just started laughing, didn't she? That'd be funny. Here's what I was thinking about Tucker Kraft as well. How much
That's
they going to
awesome.
pay him?
Well played, Frozen. Well played, Frozen. I like that. That is well played.
How much are they going to pay Tucker Kraft? I'm guessing over 10 million, right?
He'll be in that 11, 12. That's that tight end market.
So now all of a sudden that Cade $10 million range isn't that bad.
No.
And
How much is
again,
the other tight end though? How much is Otten?
10 million.
And
On
he's
the dot.
signed through 28. Is he signed out through 28?
I have to double check that.
Because that's the big thing is knowing. That's the big thing is knowing. Yeah, he's signed through
Yes.
28. So see, you know what your money is for the next 2 years. You don't have to guess.
Correct.
And that's what I love about it. You don't have to guess.
So for me, yeah, obviously I think I win the trade, but whatever. Here comes the next one.
I would tend to agree with you.
Now this one I had to do some work. I was after Devon. I'm not pretending. I just
Yeah,
had
but you
Jonathan
won that
Taylor.
trade for one reason. You won that trade for one reason.
Hold on.
You won that trade for one reason. you dumped a shitload of salary and got back a guy that would score the same amount of points for about $20 million less. Yeah, that's why you won that trade. I don't give a damn about the offensive players. Gink for Hutchinson, you won that trade because you got rid of money. I would have made that trade because you remember I had Hutch, and the guy offered me Gink for Hutch. And I said no, because at that point they were making the same amount of money. Then Hutch signed the new contract, and I was like, shit, I should have traded Gink for Hutch. 100% right. 100% right.
So in this trade, I'll kind of let you in on a lot of the talk. Absolutely, Spaceballs was after Rome. It was really the biggest thing he wanted. So I told him, look, I was like, if you want Rome, the only thing I want from your team is Devin. That's all I want. And he goes, well, if I give you Devin, I need a running back in return. And I'm like, well, I'm not giving you Jonathan Taylor. It's not even worth it to me. We can end this if you want. He goes, would you give up Blake? Would you give up Blake? Yeah. I actually told him no. Truth. I told him no. I actually wanted to hold on to Blake, and we talked about this, about how much I enjoy Blake's backup to Kyron Williams.
Yeah.
And by the way, you hear all the echo again. Not that I'm worried about. Just letting you.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not hearing it. You can still hear me though?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm not hearing the echo, so I'm fine. You get to deal with it.
Yeah.
Sorry, my AirPods died.
No, you're good. You're good. So Rome, I knew I was going to have to give up. I told you I literally had six trades being talked through at the time, so I knew Rome was out the door. When he said he was willing to discuss giving me Devin, I got interested. I didn't want Woody Marks, but I knew someone that did. More importantly, they had the running back that I did want. So what I was thinking in my mind was I was trading Blake Corum for Cuba Hubbard.
You love Chuba, man.
I do. I actually think he's a good running back. He can't stop getting injured, which sucks. But
yeah, glass
I
man.
agree. Ginkle, Hutchinson. I'll take 20 million in cap. Rome. The one thing I do like is 16 million. For my running back till 2030.
Yeah. That's a good trade.
24 years old. I'll take it.
And just a freaking point. Who else on that team is going to score points this year? There's no one on that depth chart that's going to score any points except for Devin. Mm-hmm. He's the only dude that's going to score points on that entire freaking team. Jeez. You know me and Blake Corum, man. I love me some Blake Corum, though. Oof.
I was with you. You can try to go get him. Yeah. I still am trying to cut because I was really over cap for a while. I was like 50 million over cap. I trade Ginkle, which I didn't want, and Woody Marks for the running back I wanted, and another defensive end that I needed. Because again, I just lost Hutchinson. I've got Jalen Walker, which is young. And then who else am I going to possibly have? Which I did have Jared Verse at the time, but he was in talks with someone else.
Yeah.
What do you think? Ginkle and Woods for Hubbard and Jones.
Say it again. Where we got? Sorry. I just got my headset back, so that's a good thing.
You're good. Woods
and Gink
and Andrew for Hubbard and Jones.
Well, and I'm going to tell you, as far as Jones goes, you definitely won the name game there.
So can I tell you?
Because that's just a cool first name. Anytime you can get somebody named Draymond.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a big fan of just having a dude on your team named Draymond.
So
Draymond, let's see. He's going to start too at strong linebacker. He's that pass rushing linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wanted him for a couple of reasons. One, he's a strong linebacker. He's going to be rushing, but check what I did. I got rid of 45 million for 25 million and got rid of 25 million for 12 and a half.
Yeah. You just saved yourself 30 million bucks.
And I went from
And you got your
Aiden
dude.
Hutchinson
You
to
got
Jones.
and you got a Chubb.
And now I have all three running backs that I was after. And I didn't think I was going to get any of them. My running backs now include Jonathan Taylor, Devin, and a Chubb.
Yeah. You love your Chubb.
I do love my Chubbs. Ed Oliver for a third. Too much money. What in the hell?
Yeah.
Not worth.
For a guy that doesn't score nearly as many points.
Yep. This I never thought was going to work. The guy said he wanted a linebacker. I had Demario Davis. And yes, giving up a linebacker is not something I normally would have done. But why did I give up Demario Davis?
$40 million, $36 million. Oh, yeah, that's why I didn't pick him. You and I talked about it. That's why I wouldn't take him. 11 million bucks and he's 37. There's no way I take that dude.
So I trade him. Christian Gonzalez.
You won that one. Now, you won that one simply for Cortland Sutton because he's going to score a shitload of points for Denver. Yeah, I like Cortland Sutton.
Gonzalez is going to get a contract, and that is going to go. And I knew I could not afford Gonzalez. So trading Gonzalez and DeMario, I was fine with 100%. Luke McCaffrey, I like him.
He's another Guida.
But I like him because he returns kicks.
Turns kicks, yeah.
But if you're going to give me Cortland Sutton, yeah, I'll take Cortland Sutton, thanks. Here's what I have to deal with now. That's $23 million.
Yeah.
Here's the bad
But again,
news.
it's through 29. You know what it is.
True. But I didn't know Sutton was actually going to come through. He wasn't offering Sutton at first. He kept saying no. So I just got Datavian Wicks and Romeo Dobbs for $40 million between the two.
Yeah.
Now, sorry, $30 million. My apologies, $30 million. Now, I just added another $23 million to my wide receiver room.
Yeah.
And I went, crap. I got rid of all my cap and put it right back, but I had to go after Sutton. Once he said yes, especially for the price, I end up with a linebacker that is still playing and putting up points instead of Demario Davis, so I'm not really out anything. Hey, Light, I see you, my friend. I miss you. I appreciate you stopping by. It's all right, you ain't here that long. I do appreciate that you in, though. And then getting rid of the cap that it was going to be. Yes, I agree. I think it did win against Trash Pandas on that one.
How much is Cortland getting paid? 23
mil.
Yeah. You want Jerry Jeudy, man? We could trade Jerry Jeudy for Cortland.
I told you every time I want Jerry Jeudy.
Buddy, I'm going to tell you what's going to be funny is when I just cut Jerry Jeudy. If I don't get a trade or something like that, I just cut Jerry Jeudy's. It's literally no one wants him, and I would go ahead and pay 1.7 to not have him on my roster.
Cuts, because I got a cut, and I'm going to tell you right here who I'm thinking about cutting. There's your look right there. Christian Ellis, Danny Strutzman, who wins? Does it really matter?
No. Stutzman's going to score more points. Just depends on salary. Yeah, I'd take Stutzman because he's going to score more points.
In that case, Trash Pandas picks up DeMario Davis and Danny Stutzman back to back.
And Danny Stutzman will score more points than DeMario Davis.
Most likely.
Probably.
All right.
God, you had so many freaking trades. Bro.
Let's talk next trade. And this one, I have a feeling people are going to say, I lost. And I'm honest.
This is the one I didn't like, and you know why.
Yep. But let's go through it. And here's the thing. Geno Stone, I like Geno Stone, but I had 3 safeties. And he was like, he needed to cut Cap, and so he wanted Stone. And I'm like, we'll see where this goes. I wasn't too happy.
He wanted to cut salary, so he took Jared Verse.
Jared versus contract.
That's right. Gonna come up next year. Yeah.
He so he wanted Jared Verse. I knew it had to be that he was after him the whole time. So Jared Verse and Geno Stone were pretty much what he was after. I told him if he's doing that, if he's going after Jared Verse, I have to get James Pierce. I have to. I like James Pierce. I actually like the Atlanta football team, and now that they have a coach, Kevin Stefanski, I like Atlanta even more. And if Penix is actually becoming healthy, I like Penix to lead the team. I'm sure most people disagree with me on that one, but that's fine.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Even if he's not the starter, he'll be the starter after week 1 when Tua bangs his head on the ground.
True. Or he just walks into a stop sign. So anyway, trading Jalen Walker for James Pierce, I could not keep Walker. I was trying to. He wouldn't let me. So I was like, look, if you're going to do that, then I have to get. I went after another linebacker. So I went after one of the most high-scoring linebackers that I truly know. Not that he's going to continue to be that high. He's like 30 years old. He's going to die soon. He has to be because the man hits everything that moves. But yeah, I went after a Jacksonville Jaguar, which I don't have many of those on my team.
Yeah.
And I also, I think a little bit of a steal is the safety. When he gave me Isaiah for Geno, you can have Geno now. I don't care. To me, that was a wash. The one that is weird is Gabe. I don't know what Gabe's going to do.
Well, I was going to tell you, I thought the steal for you was pull him out because he's a starting free safety.
Yes.
And that was what I thought was the steal for you. If you're losing Geno, you're getting. I think Pull him out is that's a good pickup.
I tend to,
and he's going to play a lot of defense on the Raiders, man. He's going to play a shitload of defense on the Raiders.
That's the truth, and they're always going to be thrown against the Raiders.
Yeah, so that's a decent one.
But overall, you say I lost, right? Jared Verse?
Well, Jared Verse is the one that kills me on that one. And you know why? I think D linemen are solid, but your safety is a wash. Your D end, your first one is kind of a wash. Like Jalen Walker for whatever you picked up D end wise, yeah, that's okay. But Verse, it just depends. It just depends. He's going to Cleveland. That's a shitty thing for him because they're not great. And he's going to Cleveland, and he doesn't have that other guy to partner with, and that's the bad thing for him. He's gonna get double teamed a lot.
That's why I was willing to trade him. But also look at this. Last year, this is what he puts up. He's got 7 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 35 tackles. Jared Verse. On a team that he was able to wreck on because he was not double teamed. Now, look at who I got instead. Now I go, wrong one. I go James Pierce. Last year, puts up 7 sacks.
10.
My bad. I was looking at the wrong one. Last year, he had 10 sacks, so more than Jared Verse, with significantly less tackles. But look at that, 17 tackles and 10 sacks?
Yeah. Pass rush specialist. And he had 5 knockdowns. He had 5 pass defenses. So he knocks down balls and gets sacks.
Fumble recovery, forced fumble. Do I
For
and
now,
what I
Frozen's gonna say that I like to knock down balls. Since we already said I like tight ends, I'm waiting for him to say.
so now let me ask you: you got James Pierce over in Atlanta, Jalen Walker on the opposite side of James Pierce, or do you want Jared versus double team?
Yeah. No, the trade, when you traded him, he was a Ram, but then he went to the Browns.
No,
Because you remember, was that right after he got traded?
he was already Cleveland,
Okay, because I thought he was
because
still a
that was the
Ram, and I
only
was like,
reason why I started talking.
okay,
I was
yeah,
going to
because he
hang on
doesn't
to
have
him as a
anyone
Ram.
else. He doesn't have anyone else on that D line.
Yeah. So to
Poor
me,
kid.
I get a really good linebacker. I get a really good
The
safety.
safety's the win. The safety's the
Yes.
win there, though.
Yeah.
The safety's the win.
All right. How about Lathan Ransom for a third?
Let's go to the next trade. I don't
Sure.
think that really matters.
Tyreek Stevenson, Trey Benson for a third.
Next. Like that's salary is all that is.
Malachi Moore and Marlon Clean. Who cares?
Yeah.
Here you go. Again,
Can
what
say
is the
Flowers and
value
Ricky
in
Pearsall.
this? Ricky and a number one. Ricky, by the way, at this time, this is August 16th. He's already on the IR.
Yeah.
You're trading Ricky and a first for Zay Flowers, Dorrance Armstrong, which, by the way, also suspended. A first and three thirds.
This stupid trade.
I don't understand.
That had to be only about salary.
It does, because look at Zay Flowers.
Yeah, he's being 35. That's that trade, and he got a first back. He dropped three thirds, but he got a first back. They swapped firsts. You know, it
Now
Ricky's only $3 million.
Here's why I do think there is value, because if you remember last year, when Washington Sentinels did all that bullshit they did and he was way over cap, I offered him to take some of his high cap for draft picks. And he was like, no, I'm not paying you to do that. And by the way, Washington Sentinels got his ass beat all year because of it, but whatever.
Mhm.
Here's where I think there's value. He literally traded all these picks that he didn't really need, swapped the number one, doesn't really matter. These
For a
third
receiver
round
next
picks,
year.
Yep.
Yep, for a receiver next year.
And cap.
Yeah.
A shitload of it.
Yeah.
There's value.
That was
in
a
giving up
smart
those
that
picks.
was a smarter, yeah.
This is where,
and he, like you say, he gets a draft pick next year.
Yeah.
And it's a PCL. It's a PCL tear, so Pearsall may actually be able to come back by the end of the year. There is a possibility they could activate him by the end of the year.
That'd be intriguing.
Yeah.
What do you think about a third round pick for Junior Colson and George Hulani?
I like Holani, but since they drafted Notre Dame kid, you ain't gonna do shit. Like neither one of those guys is really gonna do anything.
No, I don't think so. Third round pick
Neither
for
one of
nothing.
those
That's
guys.
cap space. All right.
And your last one is like, oh hum.
Cameron Bynum for Jalen Redmond. What are you thinking?
What, were you thinking salary, or were you had too many safeties?
100%. Look what I did. Look. 15 million. I had
15
three
mil,
safeties.
yeah.
I just got Paolo, remember?
Yeah.
15 million and
Yeah, it was a straight $14 million win.
but wait, there's more.
Yeah, he'll score some points.
So now I've got
again,
James
man.
Pierce.
D linemen and linebackers are really valuable in this league.
Now I got James Pierce, the defensive tackle here, as well as Draymond.
Yeah.
I got rid of Jalen Walker, Jared Verse, and Aiden Hutchinson. Those were my three defensive ends, and I was ready to go to the season with those three. I
Yeah.
was ready.
And verse
But
B would have been the last one I traded because the other two I would have gotten rid of quick because of salary.
exactly. And what was the last one I traded? Mr.
Yep.
Verse. All right. So now we've gone through everything. We've gone through all the transaction. Old school, you still doing okay? You ready to go over your team?
Yeah, I got to get to bed a little bit because I got to sing tomorrow.
You do.
But
So let's do
we can go
this.
till 1. We can go till 1.
Absolutely. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to get ready for your rant, and I'm gonna bring your team up while you're ranting. So
I don't need 10. I don't need 10, but you got to figure out who wants me to rant on what. I was going to
no,
comment
no,
about
no.
the getting double. Hey, I was going to comment about the getting double teamed.
Yeah.
He's going to get double teamed a lot. And hey, I'm going to throw one back, Frozen. You're going to love this. He's going to get double teamed in Cleveland, and it's because of Deshaun Watson. Oh, it's pretty good.
I love that this is turning into a very late night Calypso show.
That's awesome, dude.
So hold on. Now remember though, the rant is all of yours because I'm going to create a nice opening segment for you. But the rant is anything you want for 10 minutes. I don't care if it's that the neighbor lets the dog shit on your yard. I don't care that it's the WNBA is the racist thing you've recently seen. Whatever. I'm not saying any of that is true. Just saying whatever you want to rant on. I'm giving you 10 minutes before we look at your roster. What do you got?
I don't know if I need a full 10 minutes, but we start with the WNBA. Well, let's first real quick go back down there real quick with my roster because I want to show everyone my team's name. If you understand why I named my team Reginald's Quivering Member, then you watch the right kind of movies. So Reginald's Quivering Member is my favorite thing about my team. No, the WNBA, we did this one the other day. The WNBA has to be the most catty, idiotic league I've ever seen in my entire life. You've got a woman who packed stadiums, made teams on the road go get the arenas where the men's team played and make money. She single-handedly, when she came into the league, she comes in the league, now they're flying places. She comes to the league, now they're scheduling games to where they can fly and they can do stuff and they can start making more money. And what do? They try to hurt her. And they're trying to do things and they're talking trash about. I don't understand. Look, man, if you don't like Caitlin Clark, that's fine. I've been a coach. I was a coach for 30 years, and I'm going to tell you, if you think I only coached players that I liked, you're an idiot. I coached a whole bunch of kids who I really didn't like. I didn't think they were great people, but I was one of those coaches. And Chase, well, you don't like the kid. Why are you playing him? Because he's the best kid. You don't screw over a kid because you don't like him. You don't screw over your team because you don't really like a kid. You work with a kid you don't like, and you try to make it to where you can like him. But yeah, I coached a lot of kids who I really didn't like the kid because I didn't like his attitude. But you work with the kid. A couple of those kids, and you were on I'm not going to go naming names. There were a couple of those kids who I really didn't like who turned out to be really good men later on, who I see it at Home Depot and I'm like, what's going on with you? Oh, well, man, I know I was a pain in the ass. Hey, don't worry about it. What's going on with you? Well, I got married. Now I'm working. We're doing this. Turned out to be good men. And that's number one. But you're going to go try to hurt the cash cow and get rid of her. And, you like Bayou Barbie. You like the Queen of Knee Bounds. The two of my favorite players, I like her, and I'm trying to remember the little short guard from the LA Sparks.
Olivia Miles.
And I cannot remember.
Wait, Sparks?
Yeah, the LA Sparks. She's a little short girl. She's kind of thick. She's like muscle bound, and I can't remember her name either. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. Yeah. But you always try to get rid of people who make your league better, and I don't understand it. I was telling another lady who was telling me, "Oh, the WNBA doesn't need Caitlin Clark." That's the most I'm gonna lose every woman in the world here. I told my wife this, and she actually agreed with me. That's because women can't handle another woman being more popular or being liked more than they are. You may not like LeBron James. LeBron James may not like Michael Jordan. LeBron James has all the respect in the world for Michael Jordan because there is no LeBron James unless Michael Jordan changes the market. There is no Michael Jordan unless Larry Bird and Magic Johnson change the market. So you may not, who's the greatest? I don't care. I don't really care who the greatest is. They're all great because they all worked to help the next guy. But these women aren't going to work to help the next women because that means somebody likes you more than me. It's a caddy junior high league is all it is. And it's because they don't, well, they like Caitlin more than me. Who cares? Are you making more money since Caitlin showed up? Are people actually coming to the games? Hurt her and get her out of the league? You've never made money in that league in 30 years. The only reason the league is still there is because the NBA financed it for 30 years. The league is mismanaged. Your commissioner is a moron. Half your coaches are morons. They had a 12-hour meeting the other day and couldn't define what a woman is, and it's in the title of your league. What in the hell are you doing? So I don't understand the WNBA. Everyone, you got to respect the W. I don't have to respect the W. There's only one. I've watched 3 WNBA games in my entire life. You want to know? Can you guess the team that was playing in all of those games? Indiana Fever. And the reason is, I think Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston are the greatest 1-2 punch I've ever seen. They picked up that little short guard, that little lefty, and forgive me, man, I'm not good with names. I love her to death. The one they paired up with Caitlin Clark in the front court. Oh my God, those 2 women, and then Sophie Cunningham. Sophie Cunningham is the Marty McSorley of the Indiana Fever. She's there to beat up people who get after Caitlin Clark. And I dig Sophie. I get a kick out of that whole team. I've watched 3 games, and they've all been the Indiana Fever. And if Caitlin Clark goes, I can tell you I'll never watch another one because there's nothing. There's a reason that a guy for 2 years has made the offer of paying, I think his offer's now up to like $10 million for the WNBA champions to play a high school championship, a boys high school championship team. He said he'll give them $10 million to the winner. The ladies win, they get to split $10 million. If the boys win, he'll donate that money to their whatever team or charity, this and that and the other. They won't do it. We're not doing it. Oh, we would dominate those guys. No, you wouldn't. Hell, man, it doesn't have to be a team from Florida or California. The boys state champion from Washington would wipe them. I mean, have you seen the size? They're like, well, you got to look. These women are big. No. I watched the state championship team. They had a dude that was like 6'7" and was massive. I don't care what woman's in there. That kid's massive. It's really difficult. So I just wish the W would respect those women that come in, stop being catty about it, and work together. That league will never work together for the betterment of that league. It's working for the betterment of me. Okay? That's why the Me Bound is so popular. And it's just, I would love to see it. I got 2 daughters. I'm a girl dad. Women's athletics super important to me. And it really drives me nuts to watch women be catty. I watched my daughter and her teammates not be catty for years. You want to know why? They weren't making any money. They were doing it because they absolutely love playing. No, I get when money comes in, it spoils stuff. I don't think it spoils it quite like the W spoils it. It's a definite look at me league. And that's why you've got Bayou Barbie being who she is. The sad thing is, I told you, I can back up Bayou Barbie on some stuff. The refereeing in that league is probably the number 2 problem they have. Cattiness is number 1. Refereeing is number 2. Because Bayou Barbie gets beaten down in the post and doesn't get fouls called. I saw one the other day where, a girl just basically tackled her by the and no foul. And I'm like, look, that lady's not my favorite player in any way. Anyway, she's not my favorite player in any way, but you got to start calling foul. Man, you got to start protecting these ladies because you're going to get, they're going to get people just hurt because they don't care. They don't call fouls. Oh God, the refereeing is, I think our Clark County referees in basketball dominate the WNBA referees. So I would love to see, I don't know, man. It makes me sad to see a women's league self-destruct itself. You know what I mean? It's a self-destruction thing. It's an absolute self-destruction thing because if I can't be the most important, neither can she. It's not what it's about. It's about all of you being valued for what you are and working together so that you can actually make a league that's going to wind up making its own money and doesn't need the NBA. Golly. Sorry. That's the girl dad now coming out. I got the rant's over because now the girl dad came out. I would just love to see those women back each other. I really would. I really would.
So
I think it would help them.
old school. First, I'm going to say you're a liar. You said it wouldn't be 10 minutes, and your ass kept going. But
Oh, yeah, it was. My bad. My bad.
No.
I didn't think it would be. I got out of
no,
it.
I actually love it. I love it. And number two, this segment is going to be hard for me, and the reason why is because I'm not going to touch on anything you said. That is not what that segment is about. That segment is old school ranting. All right. And I'm not going to defend you. I'm not going to rebuttal you. I'm just going to say that was what's grinding your gears right now. And down the road, these conversations will obviously come back up. But it is going to be hard for me to sit here on some of your rants and go,
I always know when I'm doing a good rant because you guys watch Chase. I'm going to tell you from the future. Chase moved a lot in this. If he moves, he agrees with me a lot more. If he just sits there staring at the camera, he doesn't believe a single thing I'm saying. When you see Chase going, and then and doing this, I'm pretty much on. If you don't, he's just biting he's going to start talking and blood's going to flow out of his mouth because he has to bite his tongue.
all right.
Known you too long.
I am definitely gonna move on because, like I said, there are a few things I would love to touch on there. Both
Chase loves the WNBA, by the way. He watches at least 3 games a day.
I'm moving on. I'm moving on before I explain why the Indiana Fever is
I think you should get
team in the WNBA that is actually being shown. And I won't get into all that. I won't get into that because that was your rant and it's not important right now. So let's talk team. Let's talk team. We're running out of time. We got about 15 minutes. Before we get out of here, I do want to say thank you for everybody that's showing up today. We appreciate you.
Hey, man, thank you. That was fun.
I do want to make sure that it's clear we are going to be back. This was day one. We are going to be back every single week. We're talking late night Saturday, early morning Sundays, because we want you to know what you're getting into every single week, ready to go for that first game. And we're coming at you both East Coast and West Coast, so don't give us any of that other bullshit. So let's go. Old school Fat Man, you've got 15 minutes. We're going to get through your team as much as we can. We're going to go spot by spot. There's a lot for you to talk about. I got questions for you. Let's start with how you feel about your before I get into the wide receiver room, two things very important. You are over cap by 2.6. and you are over players by 1, and that's coming up here. I think it's in about 2 weeks. We got to be down to actually 24. So those are two things to keep. Everyone needs to keep an eye on. He's one person over. He's 2.6 million over. Now let's go back and talk about your quarterback room. You've got Jaden Daniels, which you drafted last year. That is your bread and butter. You like him. You think he's going to be great. Even though he got hurt, you're still on it. I think Jaden Daniels is a little bit more improved RG3, or at least I hope he can be. We'll see if he can learn how to not take hits. Marcus Mariota makes perfect sense why you pick him up. In case Jaden gets hurt, you've got the backup. You can still play all year, knowing that you had the issue last year with that you didn't have the quarterback. But what in the hell is happening with Jameis Winston? Are you really going to carry 3 quarterbacks into this year?
So he's leading me into this because he knows what my answer is. I'm going to keep Jameis because once I start the season, and Jackson Dart goes off and does a Jackson Dart dumbass thing, and Jameis Winston starts playing. There's a guy in our league who has Jackson Dart, who I offered him the same trade I did for Jameis. Give me a second. I'll give you Dart. I'll give you Jameis. It'll work for you. He was like, no, I don't need him. I don't need him. Dart's going to, I said, okay. I said, when Dart gets hurt, come talk to me. And he's like, if he's even on your roster. Oh, okay. So I know what he thinks is I'm going to drop him. No, I'm going to be just catty enough to keep him because that's trade bait, and I'll get something back for it. Plus, you never know. Jameis saved my ass last year. If something ungodly happened and Jaden and Marcus got hurt and Jackson busted his head up, Jameis came in and scored me. He scored me 23 points one week.
Yep.
So I like Jameis. I'll keep Jameis because Jameis is going to wind up playing at some point this year. And so I'm going to keep him because I can get a draft pick out of it. It's only $4 million. Quite frankly, I'd rather get rid of some other people if I'm going to get rid of anything. I'd rather keep Jameis.
I actually want to piggyback off that because I'm sitting on Justin Fields. And I absolutely went to the team that has Patrick Mahomes and I said, hey, do you honestly feel that Patrick Mahomes is making it all the way through? Because here's what I'm offering you. Right now, I will offer you Justin Fields for I was doing cap. Straight cap. All I wanted was my cap space. You can have your backup quarterback. You'll be good for the year.
Yeah.
And I told him, if you don't take this offer and your quarterback gets hurt, Mahomes, when you come to me, I'm going after a player I want them.
Yeah.
And he rejected the trade. He said, nope. So he definitely thinks I'm going to get rid of him. And I'm going to be honest with you. Am I? Yes. And I'm okay with that. But that also depends if I can work a few more things. I'll get in that when I get to my team. But chances are very likely that I'm going to drop him. And if he goes pick him up, great. Now he has to deal with that 20 million problem. I don't.
Yeah.
And honestly,
for $4 million though, for $4 million, I'm willing to eat it. I really am. And I'm willing to eat it because to me, $4 million is worth the second round pick I'll get. And at that point, here's the deal. If Jackson Dart is out for 3 or 4 weeks, it's a second round pick. If Jackson Dart is out, let's say week 2, God forbid, and I hope he doesn't. My wife's a Giants fan, and I like Jackson Dart. I think he's a good player. I really do. I don't hope he gets hurt. If it's a season-ending injury, he's going to give me a first-round pick for him because he's going to need a quarterback, and he doesn't have anybody else on his roster who's going to play. So that's a strictly draft pick thing. Now, my running back room, I love Chris Rodriguez. I think he's going to wind up playing for you guys. I think especially when you get out of the goal line, he may not be a yardage guy. I could see him getting like 600, 650 yards. I could see him scoring 8 or 9 touchdowns. And scoring points for us. I really do. It maybe even more. I think he's a great short yardage guy. My big one here, and what's that?
I was just going to say, just real quick, you're not paying attention to Jacksonville preseason or any preseason for that matter, but I can tell you that Rodriguez he is going to be used. He's already a dog, in the play.
Yeah, he's a dog. Now, the one, and you're going to laugh, Chase will laugh at this because I've tried to get rid of this guy like 75 times. But since they got another running back and Alvin Kamara came back, he said, no, I'm going to play it out here because I feel good about it. I feel good about what we're doing as a team. I feel like I think Alvin's going to have a much better year than he had because he was hurt for what, 12 of the 16 games or 12 of the 17 games he didn't play. I didn't get much out of him. I think he's going to work because he realizes it's contract time. And if he wants one more contract, he's got to play the game. And so I really feel like he's 31. He might have another 2-year contract in him. Yeah, that was from last year, though. That was from last year.
No, 100%.
But that $12 million.
Real quick on Alvin, Kellen Moore, here's what I'm thinking. You're about to see a lot of split backs. And there is nothing like having Alvin Kamara and another running back who just happens to be able to catch the ball out of the backfield, too.
Yeah.
Who are you going to defend?
I know. And that's why I think, because somebody mentioned something about what would you take for Kamara? And I said, it's got to be something that's going to give me some points in the backfield. He goes, he's not even going to play. I go, okay, well then
why do
you're trying to convince me? Then why do you want him? And so if you're going to do that, you think you're fleecing me. And it was right after Kamara came out and said, man, I'm going to stay here and I'm going to do my best for him. And that was what sold me to not get rid of him. I'll eat the $12 million this year and we'll see what happens. I like and I shouldn't like my receiving core, but I do. The only one I don't like on my receiving core, frankly, is Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy's overpriced. He's playing with probably the worst quarterback room that I've ever seen in my entire life. See, I got the nod, guys, so I'm on that one. You got Shadudu and you got Shadudu and the massage therapist, man. Like, you got the worst quarterback room I've ever seen in my life.
So bad, dude.
But I love Elick. I think Elick and Elick, I keep up. The only team I keep up with in preseason is the Titans, frankly. And And Elick has been getting pub out the ass. They love Elick, and he gets. It's like they said, Elick is going to be a 5-catch guy per game. Hey man, if he catches 5 balls a game and winds up getting a touchdown every 2 or 3 games, he's worth it. I like him, and you never know what's going to happen injury wise. Malik Washington, I love because he returns kicks, and he's not listed right now as a kick returner, but when push comes to shove, he's going to return kicks, and he's wound up becoming the reason he's not quote unquote returning kicks anymore is he's one of their top 2 guys.
Yeah,
So if they're going to throw the ball, there's no one else on the team. They're going to throw the ball, Malik, and he's big, tall, long dude. He's going to be the guy they throw the ball up to. The one I'm jacked up about, and I know no one else on the planet is Nick Westbrook-Akine in Indianapolis. I swear to you. I'm going to say it now so that if at the end of the year he scored like 120 points, everyone can know I said it. I think he's over a 100-point receiver.
Mark it.
I do. That's my hot take on my team is I think he's going to be. I think I have 2 hot takes. That was my first hot take. Okay. My first hot take is Nick Westbrook-Akine is going to score some damn points this year. I feel like it's a perfect situation. Mark Andrews will not probably play for me this year. I'm going to wind up getting rid of him somehow. If I had to cut somebody right now, I might even keep 2 kickers and cut him, depending just to see which one of them sunbucks catches on somewhere else. Because Mark Andrews, he just doesn't. I've had Mark Andrews on like 3 fantasy teams, and the dude never scores points for me. He just never does. Besides, I like Tommy Trimble. I know, but I like Tommy Trimble and both. I like both Darnell and Trimble to outscore him because I think Trimble's going to score a lot. Like I told you, my reasoning. A lot of play action. I know Trimble's more of a blocking guy, but those blocking tight ends catch touchdown passes. He's a young dude. He's not a huge amount of salary. He's a Notre Dame guy. And he's going to catch the ball on the goal line. I really feel that. And Darnell Washington, when Aaron Rodgers is gone, I might get rid of Darnell. Aaron Rodgers loves Darnell Washington. Talks about him all the time. And he wants to get the ball to Darnell Washington. So I like Darnell Washington. Just skip the kickers. I'm so pissed right now. I've got 2 backup kickers. The one I think will wind up sticking for me, I don't know if Cade York has a good enough name that I think if somebody drops a kicker, they'll pick up Cade York. I do think Cade York will get picked up. But Kenzie, the rookie kid, I don't want to drop either one of them now because kickers are gold in our league. If you find one, keep him. But I think one of those 2 dudes will get picked up by somebody who has a crappy, preseason. One of those 2 guys is going to get either traded by their team. I could see the Jets wind up trading for like a 6th-round pick to somebody for Cade York. I really do. So I think he'll probably be the most likely for that. I already told you about my D tackles. I love my D line. I really do. I realize it's a lot of money. You got $55 million. But you got $55 million where I can get rid of Jeffrey Simmons next year. Because he's going to wind up he'll be a $40 million guy next year. But the other 2 guys, those are the salaries, and I would be happy to only have those 2. If that's all it was, fine. That's what I have. I'm sure I can pick up somebody to get some of it. Jeffrey Simmons has a lot of production though. Last year, I think he missed 2 games, and he still had 126 points. That's lights out for a damn D lineman. My linebacking core. I am praying that TJ can finally be healthy because him and Quay Walker could score. Dude, I think those guys could score 250 points this year. I really do. I can see that. I like Malik as Trey. That's the one I really like because he's starting right now. Yep. And so the 3 that I won't get rid of, I might even wind up keeping my $13 million tight end is Malik Harrison. I probably would dump. He'll probably be my cut, is Malik Harrison. I would probably keep the tight end just because I'm only $2.5 million over. I can keep a tight end in Mark Andrews that I don't really like and get rid of Malik and not really feel it because I think Cole Christensen may be a surprise. I think he may wind up being a high-scoring linebacker. You may see an in-season trade for one of those 3, depending. If I need a player in another position, you may wind up seeing one of those 3 go to somebody else. And it would probably If I had to, it'd probably be TJ Edwards because he's the one that's the most injury prone of all of them. If I was going to get rid of one of them.
If you do plan on, you know, I'm always interested, so make sure you hit
Oh,
me
I
up
know
with
you love linebackers. I would definitely. Tyson Campbell, overpriced, but he scores.
Yes.
He scores a lot of points. Thank God they
Jaguar.
traded him to Cleveland. Yeah,
Yes.
thank God they traded him to Cleveland because he scored more points in Cleveland than he did in Jacksonville.
He's not a
Jalen
zone guy.
Jones. Yeah, Jalen Jones isn't even really going to play. He'll wind up. I'll find somebody. I'm going to add drop and get another corner because he's just not even going to play. They don't expect him to do much of anything. He's third on the depth chart. He's not going to play. I like both safeties. Both safeties are going to score points. They both are starters. They both play well. And price wise, they're both worth it. So I feel good about those. The only DB I've got to get rid of and replace, and we got to wait till ad drops open up. And it just depends. If Mark Andrews, I'm able to trade him and get $10 million back, I'll probably go find one of those $8 million corners and just throw him on there, just so I have another guy. And you never know. Tyson Campbell, I might wind up being able to trade him for a low, somebody lower price that's going to score some decent points. And if I can, who knows? Maybe they do a 2-for-1 cornerback thing. They've got two that are decent and they want a guy that's great. I might be able to do a 2-for-1. But yeah, Nick Westbrook-Akine, that was my hot take, man. I still think he's going to score at least 100 points. At least 100 points.
I know we're running low on time, so we'll definitely. I'll get through this part really quick.
What is your question? You have questions.
No, actually, I wanted to tell you. I think your quarterback room's solid. I'm not really worried about your running back, especially for the prices. They're going to put up enough points to keep you competitive.
That's my weakest point is my receiver room.
My first thought for you is you need to go talk to Washington Sentinels.
I know. See if he wants Jerry Jeudy.
Yep. That's what I would do, and take anything, because that 17.5 is just nasty. It's nasty.
You know what? Well, keep talking. I'm going to look at old Sentinels here and see what he has in his receiving room.
Minus that would be the very first one I would get rid of if I'm being 100% on everyone on your team. And there's a couple people that I'm going to mention here in just a moment. Jerry Jeudy would be the number one that I would be trying to get rid of. I don't trust him in that wide receiver room. I don't trust him with those quarterbacks. I think he's getting long in the tooth now, and I just would not. I am paying $17 million for Romeo Doubs any day of the week over Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah.
Just me. Now, Mark Andrews, if I don't get rid of Jerry Jeudy, I would actually consider just dropping him. I don't know if
that was my deal.
Yeah. Someone is definitely going to pick him up. I just don't think anyone's going to pay for him. And
my deal is, though, am I going to get more points out of Jerry Jeudy or am I going to get more points out of Mark Andrews? I still think I'll get more points out of Mark Andrews.
Probably. Probably.
And that's $4 million different. It would put me 10 or 12 underneath the cap.
Yeah. The only other one I would truly consider is Tyson Campbell. And again, that's only because he's a lot. He is going to put up points. Yeah. And since you really are fine in the cap room, I would keep Tyson Campbell. And my number one reason why is because there's nothing left, really.
Oh, my God. Did you see the ad drops with corners? They're all $40 million guys.
100%.
Like 35, 40 million, and no one's going to pick them up. You could get a great corner if you've got cap room.
So take a look. Jalen Ramsey. I would pick up Jalen Ramsey because he moved to safety. I think he's going to put up points there. You know why I'm not picking him up? What is it, 20 mil, I think he has? I think his is 20.
He's
20. He's 20 mil.
Yeah.
Jack Jones, I don't even think he's playing.
No, he's done. I had him on my roster, and he's not playing.
Christian Benford, 17 million, no reason. This is the only one, Jaquan McMillan.
Yeah.
This is the only one. And truth be told, I'm going after him. I'm not going to pretend. I have a cornerback that is $17 million, which I actually like. I hate the fact that he got that big ass contract, but I like him where he's at because he's in LA. I just can't afford him, so I'm probably gonna drop
Well, it's
him for
funny.
someone else.
You and I are going to both put in an ad drop for him because that was one of the guys I was going to ad drop. If I'm dropping Judy, I was going to try to pick him up because it's like it's a wash on salary,
Well,
but I
yeah.
get value. I get value, and I can drop Jalen. Let me see. Once I drop Jalen, where? Oh, damn! I went all the way down. Hang on, give me a second because I think it winds up getting me under cap. It gets me close. I drop Jalen and one of the kickers, and I'm under cap, and I've got a corner, and I'm solid. The only place I'm weak, I agree with you. My receiver room is weak. That's my weakest spot.
You are definitely taking flyers. That is kind of tough.
Dude, if Westbrook Akine works out, though, I look like a
You
genius.
do.
And if
Absolute
he doesn't,
genius.
I look like a dipshit, and it's okay. That's all right. I've looked like a dipshit before.
Is Amik Robertson worth picking up in Washington? Isn't he third, fourth
Yeah.
string?
Yeah.
Derek Stingley,
That's the problem
great
is
corner. Doesn't put up
30
points
million
because no one
bucks.
throws his way.
Yeah. And he's
Carlton
30 million
Davis,
bucks against
18
you.
million. Deontay Banks. Ask your wife how that goes.
He doesn't
Newsom,
score
fuck no.
points. Yeah. Well, the
Adoree
funny thing is,
Jackson?
people are like, you could pick up that guy. I'm like, I'm not picking up that guy because he only makes tackles. I don't want a corner. If I'm going to put money into a corner, he's got to have pass deflections. He's got to have interceptions.
This is the one I think you might want to go after. And yeah, I know I'm a Jaguar homer, blah, 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 blah. If you
Hey,
get
man,
past
good
the
luck to you, Jags.
uniform and pay attention, the fact that, yeah, one, I don't even have many Jaguars on my team, so that's not it. But
Yeah.
if you look at it, he put up 21 tackles and missed over half the season. 10 pass
Yeah.
defenses.
And he had 10 passes defense. Yeah, that's a big
He
one.
missed
'Cause they'll
over
score
half the
points.
season. He is a nickel corner. They have him there for a reason. He's going to put up points if he stays healthy, and he doesn't usually have a health problem.
Yeah.
I would take the Flyers.
What's his salary?
10 million. 10 mil.
Yeah. And see, again, if I drop Jerry Judy and pick him up, I'm under cap and I've got a decent, solid defense. Yeah, because that's our league. Defense makes your team. You don't win in our league without defensive points. You have to score defensive points.
Correct. How about Caillou Kelly? I don't even know they were.
Okay, I can't have anybody on my team named Caillou.
I had a feeling you would say that.
Caillou.
Tyron Johnson. Isn't he in Las Vegas now?
That's a corner with no neck, bro. Did you see that?
Daryl.
You got to have a neck if you're a corner. See, he's got a corner. He's got a neck. I would take him before the other cat. If you're a corner and you don't have a neck, you can't move, man.
All right. How about Tyreek Woolen? He's only 12 million.
No. Hell
no. He's still better than Jake Jones on your team.
Yeah. Well, again, it's if I can get rid of Judy for him. If I can drop Jerry Judy, and people are gonna be like, "Why'd you get rid of Judy?" Because he doesn't score.
How about Denzel Ward?
Never scored. Yeah, what is it? 36?
13.
13. Okay.
Eric Stokes. Now that may not be a bad one.
Yeah, he's not worth. What is he? 3?
He is.
He's 3 million. Yeah. And that's what I'm going to do is try to see if I can get value. I know I'm going to get more points than I'm going to get from Jalen. And he started off so good last year. Jalen Jones was killing people until he got hurt.
Didn't Rocky just sign? He just signed, I believe.
Yeah.
I actually believe he just signed with Detroit.
Yeah. Because they lost. Because the Detroit guys got 13 felony charges against him, and now the Seahawks picked him up.
I don't understand why. Why did the Seahawks go after him again? And then
because
he's going to take up another corner.
Yeah, he's going to take. They just signed. They re-signed their guy to a new contract, but they got the kid for like league minimum, and they said, "We're going to pay you league minimum, and you're going to play until you go to jail." I know it sounds terrible, but that's basically what they said. That he's probably going to go to jail. So when you sign him, he's probably not going to finish the season.
Seattle just literally They signed 2 corners. Hold up.
Yeah, they said they're. I'm just telling you what I remember because I was
Yeah.
watching Hard Knocks.
There it is, Seattle.
And they signed their guy to a pretty hefty deal.
Could have swear I
The
said
guy they re-signed.
corner, but that's fine.
Oh, Trayvon Diggs.
Yes, that's who it was. They just got Trayvon too. Dude, he's got 19
Well, I wonder if they want.
million?
That's stupid.
There's no way that's his actual contract. That's got to be when he left, right?
Yeah, no, that's not it. I'm looking right now at what they signed him for.
What they sign him for?
That's what I'm looking.
Because I might go after Trayvon.
$1.25 million.
I might be going after Trayvon.
Yeah, he's got the veteran million or veteran minimum. The only thing with Trey Diggs is can he not Trey Diggs it? Can he not shit the bed by losing his mind? He's a great player. But
Yeah.
both the Diggs, dude, the Diggs, no, you're that good. Both brothers are that good, and they have trouble staying on teams because of their attitude.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. And it's not like a Randy Moss, and I'm giving air quotes, attitude, where people are like, oh, you gotta take the Randy Moss attitude. Randy Moss had a great attitude. He was just pissed off at being in with the Raiders. He didn't want to be with the Raiders. That's why he had a shit attitude. Everywhere else he played, he was a great player, a great teammate. But the Diggs brothers, you don't hear about them a lot being great team guys. I'd say what is it? Stephon, right? Stephon's the receiver.
Yep.
He's got the better of the two attitudes.
Yes.
His brother has got a horrible. Trayvon Diggs has the worst. God, just a terrible attitude. It's too bad because he's talented.
Maybe,
he could have made a mint.
Think about the fact that he just went from a $19 million paycheck to a $1 million paycheck. Do you think that is enough encouragement for him to get his shit in gear on a potential another Super Bowl winning team?
You don't laugh too hard when I say this. Maybe for about 6 weeks, and then he'll start getting itchy about, I need money. I'm gonna, I signed for the league minimum. Look what I've done. I'm gonna hold out now. I'm not gonna. Oh, we'll see how hard I play. He's just got that. He reminds me of like some of the kids we've coached in high school that you get the crappy attitude. I start playing well, so I want more. I want to I don't want to practice as hard. I don't want to do this. And you're like, dude, you just figured it out. Why can't you just? You can't stand prosperity.
Yeah.
Like you have to hurt yourself. You're doing so good. Could you just keep doing well and not commit career suicide? And that's what Trayvon Diggs winds up doing. Dallas, man. Like, God dang. How do you, I don't know. Yeah. That dude could have made a mint. If he could have just shut his mouth and played, he'd be making $19 million again.
100%. Oh,
and maybe.
Hold on. You imagine him and Caleb Downs? Same fucking defensive backfield? No way. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I'd be afraid.
And that cat they got in Seattle. Look, I don't know the kid's name, but their other corner who they just signed, I think, for like 23 million, 23 or 25.
Teron Arnold.
Dude, yes, him and Trayvon, you won't throw on them if they both play the way they're supposed to play.
Now
your 1 and 2 won't get shit.
Think about this. If those two actually play at the same time, dude, that is a whole new legion of boom right there. Holy goodness.
I think you're right. And because you said it on here, I won't go after Trayvon. You get your ad drop in on him. You get your ad drop in.
So here's what we're going to do. First of all, old school, this has been a blast, and I'm so glad that we finally got this all hooked.
Oh, hell yeah. It's about time.
For those of you still with us, we appreciate it. We did not have a chance to get on my team. Don't worry about it. We're going to do that next week. We got plenty of time.
Chase will get on his team. Chase is always good at getting on his teams.
Yeah. Next week, also, there's going to be a special thing for everybody. Old School and I are actually going to talk about an NCAA college football potential playoff fix. We'll see how it goes.
Pretty cool.
We got something that we've got laid out. We're going to walk all the way through it, and we'll find out if maybe this could be a fix for college football. For those of you that don't know, clearly by everything that's going on, this is different playbooks. It's called that because we are from two different eras. We've got a decade apart between each other. We've got so many things that we like. My man, Old School Fat Man, went to college, played football, absolutely great at it. Mine, more of a basketball background. He can't stand it. Like, we are coming from different areas, the way we came up. This is about showing how two people can absolutely disagree with each other and have a great fucking time doing it. So appreciate everybody that come in here. You can already see the disagreement. These are two people, Old School Fat Man and Calypso, in the same division of the NFL. The Jacksonville Jaguars, the Tennessee Titans. We are absolutely going to be betting for those 2 weeks. We're still talking about potentially maybe we come live one Sunday at one of the games.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Definitely.
That'd be a blast.
Definitely.
So
definitely until the Titans start. I'll turn my mic off once the Titans start Tennessee in it, so don't worry about
it. Absolutely love. It's been a blast. Shout outs to Frozen, Lamented Light, everyone that stopped in. Old School, man, I love you. Absolutely love you.
Love you, dude.
You have a wonderful evening.
Hey guys, you want to hear a really good argument between Chase and I? You got to ask him. Ask him about our Sean McVay argument. We argued for 2 hours. And the sad thing was, we argued about the same thing. We were saying, I don't know. That was the funniest thing.
Yep.
And I've come over to his view on Sean McVay, but we argued that it was the dumbest argument ever for 2 hours on Sean McVay. Now, he wins that argument now because I think Sean McVay turned into the best coach that I've in the NFL right now. He really did. That guy, amazing.
So see, that's the conversation I can't wait to get back into, because I'm like, I didn't say he was the best coach. I said he could. See?
Yeah. And see that now the guy from the Seahawks now is Mike McDonald. He's the next Sean McVay to me, but he's a defensive Sean McVay.
Okay, so, and that's intriguing to me. I can't wait to talk to you about that, because he is a diamond in the rough. And when I say that, what I mean by that is we've seen many defensive coordinators before become head coaches. This is a whole other guy right here. The way he runs his team, everything. Big diamond in the rough. Can't wait to talk about it. And Frozen is right. We have to remember to keep writing these down. We are actually storyboarding each week to make sure that we stay on task for you guys. But enough of drawing it out. We love you good. You know me, I'm Calypso. That's Old School Fat Man. Hey, may the wind blow your way and may the stars light your path.
Amen.
I'm Calypso.
Have a great one.
We out of here.
Old School. Later.
Later.